Welcome to the special Pseudo Intellectual Club podcast. I'll let you decide what that means. That acronym is. But today we have a special guest called Netstrew that I literally invited 10 minutes ago.
Okay. My name is Necro. Right, Necro the perv. I'm on Twitter. I shitpost. I do all kinds of fun shit. And yeah, I'm basically just here because Mother's Basement's a pussy.
Hey, uses proper pronouns. Punk bitch motherfucker.
Yeah, punk bitch motherfucker. Yeah, that's right.
I love it.
Hi everyone.
I really thought you were gonna say my name because I'm like never here.
Okay, another special guest who never comes on, Necro XIII.
I'm always around.
I'm just joking.
I'm trying to find this fucking stream, but I can't see it.
Oh, I posted it into the Discord.
I'm like on the stream page, and it's like
I posted it to the Discord. Next guest we have is
Or don't tell me we're losing to the fucking pig.
Chandler, next podcast member.
Hello, my name's ChandlerMakesVidaya. I do video game shit.
Okay, Bio Gundam.
Hi, I'm Bio Gundam, and my pronouns are my lord and beloved colonizer.
Okay, beloved colonizer. Wait, why is it saying waiting for me?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not live.
It shows for me that I've already started streaming.
Yeah, I got the notification too, but I'm like looking at the
background noise.
No,
background noise fine.
Let me check my sub box. I'll have a look. And see if
no, like on my OBS, it unironically says I'm streaming.
You broke it. It's okay.
You fucked it up. You fucked it up, mate.
Okay,
Yeah,
let's in the mod chat real fast.
There's 27 waiting.
Yeah, I know. Do you see this? In the mod chat, I posted it. It says I'm currently streaming right now, unless it fucked up.
All right,
Well,
yeah, it's not. Yeah,
Start again.
yeah, it's not live for me either. I got it open.
No, yeah, the same. I got the same problem.
All
over
right, then I'm going to let's see if I can
Discord.
fix this. Hold on. Let me
I
ask
fucking love
chat.
the avatar. I fucking love the thumbnail, by the way. That's amazing. Fucking.
All right, Bio, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, hi, I'm Bio Gundam. I exist.
You exist.
Also, are you picking up more of the background noise? Because I like put a blanket over my microphone and stuff. So, is it less?
Sounds pretty good to me.
Okay, cool.
All right.
Oh.
Okay.
There it goes.
Oh wait, there. It finally started.
Oh.
Okay, let's fucking redo it all because it's literally 9 seconds in.
Wait,
Take
we're doing
two.
things?
I don't
Take
know
two.
why it took about 3 minutes for it to start streaming after I clicked it, but whatever. Welcome to the special Pseudo Intellectual podcast. I will let you guess what that acronym is.
Oh,
I'm your host, Six, and today we have Netstru.
You have Necro the perv, famous on Twitter for his amazing shit posts and retweeting shitloads of hentai.
You've messed his name up twice, just by the way. Sorry.
Okay, here's the thing, Necro. I had 10 margaritas and I'm drinking a bottle of
Look,
Fireball.
I don't mind. I know the name is a bit of a mouthful. Like I don't care. It's fine. Just call me the perv or Necro or whatever. I'm fine with whatever.
All right, Tetsuo. All right.
It's just like my name is Naritsu. All right, Josh.
All right, John. Bob.
I can't be bothered with names anymore.
I'm too drunk to be bothered with names right now. Necro. Yeah, Necro.
Whatever, the easiest name.
Necro.
Necrophilia?
It's. I was gonna make a joke. I can't make one.
Necro.
That's right.
Necro speaking.
I wish I was on death row.
Hey, guys.
I mean, what?
Probably wondering how I got into the situation.
Man, I fucking love alcohol.
Yeah,
Right. Very good for you when you're an adult.
I'm
Not
saying,
as you not when you're children.
I'm still drinking more. I'm not.
Look, I'm
quitting.
pretty sure this is already age restricted.
All right.
Yeah, it's
I can't believe
Go,
I can't
Chandler.
believe
Your turn.
Hi, I'm ChandlerMakesVidaya, the only sober person in here.
That's not true.
Oh well, I don't drink, so I'm sober.
Not
so
even close.
I'm
You can
sober.
join.
I'm
You
not-
can join my club then. It's fine.
I think I'm the only drunk one here. I'm just.
Is it
drunk
the Cool
enough for
Kids
all
Club
of y'all.
spelled with a K?
Cool Kids Club.
Hey, that's unironically one of my roles in my Discord. By the way, join the Discord. The link's in the description. Oof.
I actually
We have
probably
more-
should. I'm not in there yet. I should probably do that. at
I
some
mean,
point.
Discord is fucking gay, so.
Okay, here's
Oh,
the
yeah.
thing. Medicare always says Discord is gay, yet I know he uses Discord. I fucking seen him in the fucking thing and all that shit. And
Yeah, but was it really him
yes,
or
it was.
someone else?
It was unironically Medicare himself.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the reason he says he's gay is because of all the gay opposite that happened.
Yeah, he when he first learned about Discord, he did use it, and then later
Yeah,
he
that's not
quit and
surprising.
said only gays use it.
I mean,
But
to be fair, that's after
everybody
how
on-
many doxing servers?
yeah, there was quite a few.
Like, he's not completely wrong.
You're right. He's not completely right. Why did
Yeah,
you
everybody
deny
on
the
the internet.
Jewish question when there's literal proof of it? Why do you deny it even though Jewish people brag about it? Because here's the thing. My bleach video is going to come out later, and I'm going to red pill y'all on the Spanish question.
The Spaniard question.
I mean, no one expected the Spanish Inquisition.
Yeah. Can't
Who's
fucking deny
dating?
that.
Except the Spanish.
I can't remember what it was. I just said a random race, but I did have a X question. I can't remember. No, wait, no. It was the Place for the Universe video, and I'm going to red pill y'all on the Australian question. That's what it was.
Ah,
You know where
right.
the Australians are like descended from criminals and convicts
I'm
that
still
the
worried
British
about
didn't want?
No, here's the thing. Australians don't exist.
Well, that's true.
Australia doesn't exist.
Then who the hell do New Zealanders beat at rugby on a daily basis?
No one, because
Yeah,
here's
mate,
Listen.
good on you.
the thing. Here's
Listen,
the thing.
Australians don't exist.
I
but I'm
mean,
more
I don't know,
worried
but
about-
for New
Here's the
Zealand to win,
thing.
they have to be a bunch of faggots.
No, here's the thing. I could cite so many sources of flat earther websites that say Australia doesn't even exist.
Listen, Australia definitively does not exist, but I'm more worried about the Mongolian question. Why are so many people descendants of Mongols? I think
You know the
it's a
Genghis
ruse.
Khan's body was never found. He's gonna rise up as an undead, and you're gonna have like hordes and hordes of Mongolians. They're gonna rape the shitty wall.
Okay, yeah.
The Mongolian question.
So you
These are
deny the
pressing
Jewish
times for us,
question?
guys.
I don't care. I'm fucking too drunk to be caring about it right now.
Question
I mean-
for blue pill, man. The real red pill Mongolian question.
Shit, we haven't even started what the podcast topics are about.
Yeah, we.
Yeah, let's get to those.
I mean, you haven't even introduced everyone.
Stuffy, your turn.
I'm stuffy. I don't fucking care.
Yeah, there, see, simple.
Okay, plot.
Stuffy, did you read the new one?
No, fuck you. Bio.
Yes, actually.
No, fuck y'all. Shut up. Bio,
Question.
your turn.
Question here, because there's only two people that I know of, and one of them's not here that's going to it. So, Anime Matsuri, should I go to it or
Yes.
no?
I don't even know any of these conventions. So
Freaking Necro,
Oh.
you need to go because I'm going.
Well, here's the thing. I might, and I use might until the end of February.
Necro, if
I
you go,
might
I will
be able to
literally
go.
buy you about $500 worth of alcohol.
No, I mean, I can do that on my own anyways, but
Oh yeah, I don't think you know how much my paycheck is. It's
I don't think you know
would
how
never
much
do
my
YouTube as a job.
paycheck is.
It's at least $1 a week.
Yeah, I mean, it's enough for me to make YouTube videos and not care about monetization at some point. Which is even worse because I don't even monetize half of the new videos I even put out anyways. So monetization is pretty much there for
Right. You're making fun of leftists.
But I was thinking about going to Anime Matsuri. I don't know yet. I'm still thinking about it. If I have time that if I can like plan it, then I will probably go to it.
I love
That's just
alcohol.
another flight. I don't know if I want to make that.
Did everyone introduce yourselves? I'm too drunk to keep track.
Yes.
I haven't introduced myself
Bio,
yet.
your turn.
Plot, can you send me PMG images of Pedantic and Zeria? I've got some for memes.
That's it.
No.
No, I don't know what you just said. Everyone cut you off, and I don't want to do it anyway.
Pedantic and Zeria, you lazy fuck.
Alright.
He just said he didn't want to.
Okay, whatever. I'm going to introduce myself finally. And I'm your host, Six. And
Wait, you already said that, though, at the beginning.
Yeah, but
I know we had to do it 2 times, but...
No, I didn't actually introduce myself. I'm your host, Six, and I just finished so much alcohol, let's just say that. 10 margaritas and about half-ish a bottle of Fireball. I'm good.
Is that more or less than an entire cup of coffee?
Let's just say more. All right.
Oh my.
Yes, but what does Pot of Greed do?
Oh my god, I love that fucking meme. But let's go to Shield Hero. So
listen, he's failing fusion, right?
I use Pot of Greed. It allows me to draw 2 cards. Next turn, I use Pot of Greed. It allows me to draw 2 cards.
No, you fucking
okay,
idiot.
that's
Let's
against
go
the
back
rules.
To Shield Hero. We'll talk about Zeria and her communist video later. It's literally just communism propaganda. The video.
So you know the best. I should get all.
Yeah, we'll get to that later. We'll get to that later. But yeah, that's
gonna be the juicy meat of this podcast.
Jaden, can you tutor me in Duel Monsters? I'm failing fusion.
Fuck.
Should I answer this fucking Jewish question person that they're asking?
Yes.
Wait, they're asking about the JQ. That's.
I know it's so much dead of a.
Can you even count that as edgy anymore?
I don't think you can.
No.
I think ER's made that pretty fucking mainstream by now, so I don't think you can really.
It's not even that, dude.
I
like
could probably
everyone's
explain it in 14 words, and then you would have to repeat it 88 times.
God damn it!
Get it,
motherfucker.
Listen, Mother's Basement seems to think it's the most controversial thing on Earth.
Oh yeah, that is true. That is very true.
It's not even. It shouldn't be controversial.
I mean, here's the thing: if
you talk about Mother's Basement, it lives like an eternal internet hug box, so everything is controversial to him.
Here's the thing: if I had to choose between the extreme leftist and the alt right, I'm just gonna say y'all probably know who I'm going to side with.
I mean, let's be real. You'd side with the one. If you had to side with one, you'd side with the one that's the most beneficial to your actual race.
No, I'd side with the one that lets me fuck Asian hookers.
That's also a very valid point. Very valid. Extremely valid.
Listen, it's the question of big anime versus not big anime.
Yeah, exactly.
Thanks for
like our thumbnail suggests.
Yeah, okay, back to what was y'all want for the Shield Hero? Fucking plot. How did you plot? What are your thoughts on the fucking Shield Hero thing?
Well, so I've only been keeping up with the manga, but I knew this was coming. This was hilarious. It was. Oh.
Okay, Bio, can you mute yourself until you want to talk? Because holy shit, I don't want to hear your kids in the background.
They're not mine.
Well, okay, I mean, whatever, whoever.
Wait, so your wife's son? What?
Yeah, it's
stop. Okay.
It's
wait.
The man just like he just loves kids. Okay, don't.
It's fine.
Well, it depends on the child.
Oh yeah, I hear that argument a couple of times.
Yeah.
It's just my younger brother. Relax. He'll be going back to school tomorrow anyway.
Are you digi?
I mean, at least he didn't say nephew.
Oh my god. Please.
I mean, I did just see Data Live episode 4, and they talked about lawlification.
Please don't.
Please no.
I'm so glad I haven't watched that show yet.
It's not great.
Make a video about it.
I tell you, I'm not having fun.
I'm having fun with Data Live.
I feel like I get dumber every single time I watch it.
You do, but you're still having fun.
See, I feel like I sit there and go, I could watch that, or I could watch the show that puts a bunch of shit at like Death Note levels of hype for no goddamn reason.
I think Data Live suffers from too many girl syndrome.
What show are you talking about, Stuffy?
Kaguya-sama.
Kaguya-sama?
Yeah.
Shit.
It literally puts every, like... All of the conflict is put up to, like, Death Note levels.
I just got...
For no reason. And it's hilarious.
Like a male muffin in the chat, he gets
God
it.
damn it. We need to talk
about Death Note, so it sounds like something I should check out.
Are we gonna...
Yeah, I think we should move back to the actual topic.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
freaking
probably.
Shield Hero.
Oh, that's right.
We want to talk about the Shield Hero, then we want to talk about Mother's Basement versus ER because that is hilarious.
Wait, what are you talking about? The whole episode was literally just Mother's Basement and ER arguing.
I know.
We have the same topic twice.
Like I was really surprised when they didn't draw the faces were changed over between episodes. But
yeah, they had a really good team to go through and do all the editing.
I love this tweet I made. Can we just rename the Shield Hero to Mother's Basement versus ER? Hold on, I'm gonna post it in the chat if y'all want to see it.
Listen, if Mother's Basement is so kind, where are all his slaves?
Whoa.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think Mother's Basement is opposed to having... no, I don't think ER is opposed to having slaves.
As long as you take care of them, it's not. As long as you treat them well, it's not violating the NAP.
That's right.
It's not violating the NAP.
I won't say.
No Geneva Convention codes are being broke here.
Mother's Basement's over here getting mad at people for not paying for Crunchyroll, but he's doing nothing to end slave trafficking by buying them away from the rich people and then releasing them to freedom.
No, Mother's Basement is angry at people for not buying Crunchyroll instead of fixing the problem of why people won't buy Crunchyroll.
Crunchyroll is shit, and I will never give them a single $1.
And they're expensive. If they were cheaper, like free levels.
Oh yeah,
if they were cheaper, like free.
No,
man,
the premium price of $0. Maybe I might be a customer.
I don't know. I mean, I think that's a little too steep. Still, they have to pay me for how shitty it is.
God, that just reminds me of that fucking Lazy Town meme with the fucking ice cream. Free. Dun, dun, dun.
I usually use Crunchyroll, but. To start out with, if the translations all of a sudden start fucking up to where it doesn't make sense in English, then I go to illegal websites, and that almost always happens.
I just started illegal websites
to
save myself
the one thing I will say is Crunchyroll makes JoJo's way funnier.
Listen. If I learned anything in the past 6 hours, it's that paying for anime actually makes the left group worse off.
Oh yeah!
Okay, wait. Okay, I'm gonna take a vote. What do you?
Let's actually go back to Shield Hero, though.
Wait.
Yeah, okay.
No, everyone stop. I'm going to take a vote. What do y'all want first? Do y'all want the Shield Hero first, or do you want the communism first?
Here, I got an answer. I'm gonna give me something to drink first. I'll be back.
Let's take a. I'm going to do a straw poll because we have a decent amount of people.
Yeah, let's do a straw poll.
Everyone. I'm going to vote for which one y'all want first. Mother's Basement versus ER. Fucking... What's it called? Oh, yeah, Zeria. Zeria versus everyone who isn't an extreme leftist. and or a Shield Hero topic. For some reason, it's taking so long for me to load up.
God damn it.
What's it called? Oh, man, my fucking thing froze. I hope this doesn't make me DC.
How long are you going to keep the poll open?
The straw poll, I'm going to have it go for a little while.
Yeah, okay.
While we talk, just a little. But for some reason,
also,
there we go.
I've read like 13 volumes of the light novel for Shield Hero. So
you rather?
Joseph Stalin wants 20 million subs. Says communism just works.
It just works.
That's the basic explanation. It's like with Zeria, it just works.
It just works.
Listen, I'm not getting. There's problems with Crunchyroll because we can't pay for things with our wallets. That would be ethical consumption.
I mean, to me, the hilarious part of that is he doesn't fucking understand why voting with your wallet means.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It does not mean you support you pay for the things you like. It means you don't pay for the things you dislike.
Yeah. All right.
Because that's how market works.
I put it in everyone in the. I put the straw
and he doesn't seem to
poll inside
understand
the
that basic
thing. Oh, hey, I see cows. You know,
Where?
Cows, do you want an invite? I'll let you come in.
No, you just need to start DMing ER to come into the stream.
I don't know. I would love to DM ER to talk to him about like stuff like that, but I don't know. He does follow
I don't
me.
think he would do it. Cause
I don't think he would do it, and I'd rather not really bother him with stuff like that.
Yeah, I imagine he actually has work.
He's too busy getting the Gestapo ready.
I'd rather talk to him about mundane things that we just find funny, rather than actually saying, "Hey, ER, come on to my podcast."
Well, the mere fact that he hasn't been on the EFAB.
Yeah, he hasn't been on EFAB.
Yeah,
that he would.
I'm pretty sure he has a real job.
Yeah,
I can almost guarantee it. There's no way he doesn't.
He's an actual fucking human being with actual, actual life, unlike all of us.
I have work I'm supposed to be doing. What are you talking about?
Let me show what the results are.
You go to middle school plot, like get the hell out of here.
Let me look at. Okay.
The whole thing of voting with your wallet, I mean, that's how like the economy works. Because if people don't buy a product, then you don't get any money. And apparently, people like Zeria don't understand that concept. It's called give and take.
Okay, y'all click on me, and
you are assuming that a communist would even understand basic economics in the first place.
It looks like everyone wants ER versus Mother's Basement first.
All right, here we go.
This one's going to be can be boiled down so easily. Because Mother's Basement is a fag.
Pretty much, yeah. And it's also the topic that I actually have.
All right,
some
spit
fucking
what you want.
Shit in.
As we know from Mother's Basement's past statements, what's it called? Schindler's List is actual slavery propaganda and promotes the harshest of.
I love that fucking.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
Listen,
so hilarious.
It is never okay to buy people. Which is why, as we all know, Schindler's List is propaganda. To not.
Oh my god!
Because remember, it is better to let them burn.
Buy human beings.
I fucking love that fucking meme.
Let people be gassed.
I mean, in Libya, they have slave markets in Libya, and they sell like black people for like $600 a piece. So
$400.
$600 a month.
The funniest,
dude, it's $400.
No. Here's the thing. The funniest thing about Mother's Basement's tweets is, I didn't even know this until it got to this episode. But Mother's Basement unironically said everything that the freaking Lance Hero said. Spear Hero.
Yeah, the spear.
Yeah, he unironically said all the exact same things, and the show is showing why Mother's Basement's wrong. And that is probably the funniest thing I've ever seen.
That's the best. I
thought I pinged you with it like a week ago, Unknown.
Yeah, you did. I'm just saying, it's still hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I had no idea that would trend so. That was...
All right, gamers, I'm back.
Oh, welcome back. We're talking about the Mother's Basement shit.
Okay, here's the thing.
It's the thing we actually have some sort of stake in because we're involved a little bit.
Okay,
I know nothing about it, so I'll see myself out.
There's quite a few funny parts of this Mother's Basement versus ER thing. The amount of people that Mother's Basement went on a blocking spree is hilarious.
Oh, fuck.
And
He was fucking doing the block Holocaust, mate. I'll tell you what, that was some fucking crazy shit.
I heard he even started
like Steve Strive level of blocking right now. He's trying to block
I heard
the
he
universe.
started blocking his friends that followed ER.
Yeah, it's great. It's fucking great.
Like he really hated that thing. He started blocking goddamn everyone. Oh my
It's
god.
fucking great. I love it.
Like all of a sudden, I got like 20 DMs all at once saying, "Look, I just got blocked by Mother's Basement." And
and I was one of them. I was one of them.
I was like, "Wait, what the hell happened?" And then all I see is people posting "blocked by Mother's Basement," "blocked by Mother's Basement," and like Mother's Basement went on this extremely huge fucking blocking spree, and it's fucking insane and hilarious.
The funniest thing to me is the fact that I haven't been blocked, and I'm one of like the 5 people that have been instigating this between them.
Here's the thing: I like when Mother's Basement blocked me because that showed me that Mother's Basement actually follows me or has someone following me.
Like
he probably has spies in your Discord. Like I wouldn't be surprised.
He's
he
doing
he doesn't. I can guarantee he doesn't because the Discord still exists.
No, yeah,
it's even funnier.
No. He lets it. He lets it exist.
No. Here's the thing: it's not the Discord. I know it's not the Discord. I know this for 100%. Because if it was the Discord, I would have been blocked sooner. It was. It was actually.
He's got spies in there right now. Like he's probably sent spies in there to spy on you.
No,
dude. Everyone, shut up! It was Twitter, and I know this because after I said, "Well, shit," I tried to post my video, but when I went back to find it, the video file crashed and was corrupted, and I had to delete it and start all over. And then I posted the title of the video. A screenshot of the title. It said Mother's Basement versus ER. 4 minutes later, I got blocked by Mother's Basement.
Like, how close is his information network? I mean, that was quick. Does he just like have like a ping whenever someone mentions his name?
Oh yeah, he's probably got one of those.
Yeah, I can guarantee that fucker has Google alerts.
That is wrong because I didn't say his name inside the text. I posted a screenshot that showed his name. I didn't say his name, so it's not even notifications.
The funniest thing is I've actually been posting my stuff against Mother's Basement in his Discord, and I still haven't been blocked.
Yeah, so here's the thing: either he himself,
like he just doesn't know you exist, but you exist.
No, so either he himself has another account that follows me, or someone else is following me to ping him. And
I can almost guarantee he has another account following you.
Oh shit! It's Turd Flinging Monkey. DFM, do you want an invite? I'll bring you an invite. That would be probably the most
Now we're going to have a really
ever.
big party.
It becomes really red.
I would love this.
Hey, what the heck is that noise?
I don't know.
Did I ever see... Did cows ever respond? I don't think he did.
I don't fucking know, man.
Cows didn't. Hey, TFN. Oh, you're eating dinner? Alright, then. Well...
fucking hell, man.
Glad you showed up into the chat.
He doesn't want to show up.
So yeah, Mother's Basement, man. Like I don't. So my connection to this, which is partly why I'm fucking here, is because all I did was I just replied to Necro's tweets about it, and I retweeted a bunch of people shitting on him, and all of a sudden I just find out, oh fuck, I'm blocked by Mother's Basement, and I'm just like, that's fucking interesting, isn't it? Didn't even tag him. Didn't even fucking say anything about it. I was just enjoying watching the fucking dumpster fire that was him trying to fight ER's fan base and just fucking lowing. And I get blocked. And I'm just like, all right then, if that's how you want to fucking play.
I don't know.
No, but the funniest thing is a few weeks ago, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I had a fucking massive Twitter rant about his hot takes on Shield Hero.
Oh yeah, me
and
too.
how fucking retarded. And I fucking ripped him a new fucking asshole over his take that Shield Bro deserved it because he was lazy. That didn't get me blocked. Right? That was fine. Me calling him out on that shit and being really fucking aggressive about it.
To be fair, my takes on that
good.
Also got me about I don't know, it was like 200 likes and a decent amount of retweets. I don't know.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing is me directly confronting him. He didn't even respond to that shit, right? He didn't even give a fuck. But then as soon as I just tangentially fucking interact with people who are shitting on him, he fucking blocks me. And I'm like, all right.
No,
sure. He's like, he legit was fucking fearful for his life or some shit because of that fucking beheading image.
Then
I swear to
blocking people
Christ.
on Twitter is like the worst thing to do because you don't have any fucking evidence.
Yeah, no.
It also adds fuel to the fire if they're trolling you.
I mean, no, here's the thing. Screenshots aren't admissible in court because they're very easily doctored. You've got to archive your shit.
Yeah, I know. Whatchamacallit? I'm not going to name any names, but there were some people that were hilariously tweeting saying this is the equivalent to a death threat, and I couldn't stop laughing.
I respond. Yeah, that was great. I saw that one person that tweeted that, and I'm like, that's fucking hilarious. Like, and of course, the obvious comparison is the Caddy Griffin shit, right?
Yeah.
Which Mother's Basement, to his credit,
He
did say he was against the Kathy Newman or Griffin or whatever the fuck her name is.
I will say that.
But my counter to that is, do we have evidence that he called that Caddy chick out at the time?
He didn't say anything at the time.
That's what I thought. So perhaps he was just saying that as a way to kind of like just dismiss that criticism of, oh well, this is exactly like the Kathy Newman thing, and you hate Trump, so and then he can just go, oh well, no, I didn't agree with that either.
I don't know,
right?
Like I've talked to people that have talked to him in private, and he apparently they say he's pretty normal and actually does believe the things he says for stuff like that. Like he's against people doing that on both sides. It's just when he's on Twitter, it's only his political like ideology shit.
Well,
and this is why Twitter is fucking cancerous.
Yep. I agree. That's why I stay off of it. I know I'll get banned if I actually say what's on my mind.
Here's the thing. All this trolling I've done on Mother's Basement could be stopped if he just does one thing. He just debates me on any of the topics I've asked him throughout the past 2 years.
I think it's too much of a pussy to even come on this live stream, even if he's like...
I don't even care if it's on my live stream. I just want him, even if it's in the DMs, I would stop if he did it in any of the debates I've asked him for the past 2 years.
Like, that is true. Like, all he has to do is stop running from the fucking criticism, or coming up with straw man for the criticism, because that's something he does a lot as well.
Oh yeah,
like I remember, the anti-piracy video was basically just a giant fucking straw.
Okay, no, here's the thing. I found his tweet when he strawman or like did ER, and someone said, "Way do not ping ER, you pussy." And then he was like, I'm not going to ping an actual Nazi and give him attention. All right, fine. Maybe that could be a reason.
You're not going to ping, hang on, you're not going to ping the actual Nazi and give them attention, but you'll post the fucking fan art of you getting decapitated to your 20,000 whatever Twitter followers.
Okay, no, hold on. Let me finish this hilarious line of logic. He does that. Okay, fine. But he doesn't also ping Unique Namosaurus. When he's criticizing him and strawmanning the fuck out of him. All right, maybe promoting piracy, that's bad. But what about when you start strawmanning the fuck out of Malor? There's nothing you could say for Malor, and he's been doing shit like that all the time. And I have the tweet saying...
Wait, didn't Malor lose his Twitter?
No.
I don't know. I haven't.
No,
I do follow him.
No, here's the thing. For 100%, he whatchamacallit. Mother's Basement did tweet about Malor a long time ago, and I DM'd Malor the tweet, and they got into a huge argument that I fucking loved.
Yes! Oh, that was hilarious!
Didn't Malor fucking like
me and Unknown instigated the fight between them?
Didn't he put that fucking fight in his Star Wars video recently? Okay, like in the one where he's dealing with the criticism, didn't he actually put the Mother's Basement argument in there?
He brought it up.
Okay, he's so good.
Here's the thing.
Unknown was in the Discord and asked about it. Not the Discord, the voice chat.
I DM'd him it. I didn't think he was going to get in this giant Twitter rant of it. I just thought it would be funny to show him it. It's like, dude, look at this. What do you think about it? I find it funny for this reason, this reason, and this reason. And then he goes off on Twitter, and they get into this giant debate that I just couldn't stop laughing because at every turn he destroyed Mother's Basement.
Am I the only one that misses when Twitter was 4chan for celebrities?
Yes, I miss it as well. It was great.
It was probably the funniest thing I ever saw.
And that's great too. Mother's Basement is a gem, right? And I mentioned it on Twitter. I'm somewhat sad that he blocked me because now I don't get to see his fucking.
Holy
gay
shit!
takes,
We have quite a few big names in here. We have TFN, we have Common, we have Cows, who's up and coming. I know he's
we got all the hot names.
I agree that Mother's Basement is a gem.
Oh man.
Yeah, he's just like yes, he has really shit takes, but it's almost enjoyable to see what his take's gonna be.
Here's the thing,
right?
I 100% do not want him banned. I don't want him anything like
fuck
that.
No.
I never want him reported. I never want anything like that. Because I would lose my fun of seeing his really hot takes. Because I fucking love it.
and that's my problem now.
He's so amazing and amazingly retarded. You just want to see it. It's so enjoyable.
Yeah. And that's my problem now.
Also,
you cut off.
To be natural and take as long as possible.
Yeah, I know. And here's the thing: Mother's Basement's going to break sometime, and I know it. And I've seen
he's just gonna snap.
I know.
I'm calling after 1 million.
I'm calling about 1.5 million.
I don't think he'll get to 1.5.
I think he's gonna snap and go on a shooting and killing spree.
No, with the way he studies the algorithm, I think he will get 1.5. But because I've studied the algorithm as well.
No, I'm saying I don't think he'll down.
Here's the thing. I don't know how to get so many views on live streams. I figured one thing out. Live streams are completely different for the algorithm than actual videos. Because all my tricks for videos do not work on live streams, and my tricks for live streams do not work on videos.
I mean, I think the best way to get live streams to go out is to have people tweet it out for you.
Yeah.
Unironically, it's to be a shill. Not a shill. A whore.
Gotta get them views.
All right. It's just.
15 minutes in the car for a tweet.
Mother's Basement is just fucking hilarious.
Here's the thing. I want to give myself credit for starting this war on Mother's Basement versus ER. I want to do it, but I'm sure it would have happened naturally without me anyways. I'd probably just added some fuel to the fire.
Well, when you're fighting fucking... What was it? What fucking MECM did he cite to
Huffington Post.
Yeah, Huffington Post. When you're citing the Huffington Post to prove that ER is a Nazi, I think it probably would.
Wait, I thought he cited Wall Street Journal.
No, it was Huffington Post.
It was
Trust
one
me,
of
I know
them.
this 100% because I read that whole fucking article.
See, I thought it was Wall Street Journal because ER got so much flack because PewDiePie shouted him out.
No.
Yeah.
And who loves PewDiePie more than the Wall Street
The
Journal?
Wall Street Journal had a different article, but he cited Huffington Post.
Oh my god.
It was HuffPo.
It was a HuffPo thing on how the alt-right uses memes.
It's fucking...
It's it's not our fault you're not funny.
Yeah, I find it hilarious because it's kind of it's not that the alt-right uses memes, it's that the left just doesn't fucking understand.
No. I honestly don't even think it's that. It's not even the alt-right is so funny or whatnot like that. I think it's actually just normal people who are funny and they'd class them as alt-right.
Well, it's the fact that in order to be funny, you have to run counter to the Overton window, which means right now you got to be fucking terrible.
Mind giving me those tips for the videos? YouTube's been kicking me down. Okay, I will give you it later in the DMs. Just ask me later, and I'll do it.
Yeah. So, do we have anything else on Mother's
Comedy is
Basement?
counterculture.
On a killing spree eventually and lose his shit, and we're just gonna go watch the meltdown because he's just such a precious little gem.
He is. He's a very
a greedy gem.
He's like a Jew.
No,
do you think
no one says that word.
Fucking god!
It's become Jim.
Bio, way to kill the fucking joke.
The word is Jim because YouTube doesn't demonetize Jim, and we found this out later. We could ask the Jim question.
Yeah, we won't answer the JQ, but we'll answer the GQ.
Well, Rebecca Sugar is apparently a fascist apologist, so just
The GQ, the General Quarters. Are we going to have a fucking sub attack us?
Oh, I thought we were talking about the Gentleman's Quarterly.
Oof.
The Gentleman's Quarterly. Oh man, but
You're
yeah.
assuming the pronouns.
Oh man, back to. Is there anything else that I want to talk about Mother's Basement versus ER? Because what I love is this person called like Max Green something. Hold on, let me look him up. Because I love that fan art. It is so amazing.
Yeah, it was
Max.
like
okay,
the best part.
his name is Max Green, but his @ is Max Green Kiwi. Oh, I can't show that because that's not safe for work.
I mean,
1 second.
I was about to say, don't go on Twitter because Necro might have tweeted.
No. Necro.
More like
Japan.
I'm looking at the stream right now, and the first thing on this Twitter. It's fucking great.
Let me look at where it is. Where is the fucking? Oh, did he?
Oh shit, dude! Do not.
I'm just waiting for the porn to show up. It's gonna be good.
Yeah, like hide your fucking screen, dude.
Oh, I am hiding it. Oh wait, no, I'm not.
No, you're not.
I'm too drunk. I am now.
You're fucking lucky that there was nothing.
Yeah, dude. Like,
holy shit.
You have gotten really lucky. Fucking hide your screen.
Okay, I
hide your screen.
Hide it.
I did.
Hide it.
I hit it.
Hide it with some more hentai. That's how you hide your screen.
All right, now I'm gonna do it.
Hentai solves everything.
Yeah.
I love this fan art that he did of us, me and him, homoerotic eyes, you know. But whatever.
Oh my god.
And the other one he did of ER, I'm gonna hide it real fast, and I'm not gonna show.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Can you like post it in like the Discord?
Yes, I'm going to post it when I find it in a second. This guy Max Green, he does amazing fucking fan arts, and I'm surprised because he did it in like 2 or 3 hours after my video came, and that was crazy. And I was like, how can you do that decent of a fucking art only like 2 hours later after I post the video? That is actually crazy. That is the MVP right there.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Let me move this down. I'm not going to show the head.
How fucking close were we to
that like decapitation picture? I would greatly appreciate it.
Right here, you can see right here. You can see ER holding something. You don't see what it is right there, but he's holding something.
Oh, we got a new member of the Discord.
I'm gonna post it in the all chat because it is hilarious to see.
It's
and
a
this
great,
is what sparked the whole controversy between them. Because...
No, but the funny thing for me is nobody, and I mean absolutely nobody, would have gotten to see that artwork if Mother's Basement hadn't have fucking showed it. Like I wouldn't have seen it. I wouldn't have known about it because I actually don't follow ER
no,
on Twitter.
I follow
ER.
I would have seen it.
Like if you were actually following ER, you would have seen it. But most people like wouldn't have seen it. But Mother's Basement was the one that fucking spread it.
And by the way, if y'all wanted to see what it is, I posted the fucking link. Y'all can look at his stuff. I honestly think he does good work, and
I think it's really good work.
Because he's the first person to make uncommissioned fan art of me. It's not just because of that.
Yeah, I agree.
Fan art of you, unknown.
I don't mind. You can literally. Here's the thing. If you want, you can literally make the same fan art of Mother's Basement holding my head. Instead, I will still retweet it because I love all fan art of me.
Oh, I thought it was because you're not bitch made.
Especially if people are making it for free.
Yeah, just make any fan art of me. I don't mind. I will retweet it if you are good. Or if you make it so bad it's funny.
So if you paint fag.
Yeah. Someone has actually done a Microsoft Paint of me, and it was hilarious look, and I had to retweet it. It was hilarious.
I love how we're saying this, and I'm actually working on a piece of work right now. Doing some fucking guilt frontline fan art.
I'm liking this Max Green Kiwi person. He does good work. I'm watching it, and my other favorite one is where Mother's Basement's crying to Patreon about ER and him, and Twitter's like, "What the fuck?"
Oh my god!
Oh man, it's just hilarious to see. It's
crying to Patreon.
Amazing.
Crying to Patreon is probably one of the worst things you can do because at that point you're fucking with someone's money.
Yeah. All right.
But all Mother's Basement can do is cry and cry wolf.
Unknown Otaku, create a separate scene from OBS for sharing. Yeah, I have it. It's just I'm terrible.
He's a
with
little
that.
drunk.
He's a little bit on the drunk side.
A little bit on tin margaritas and half a bottle of Fireball. Probably more later.
Yeah, you're too inebriated. You're too drunk to live stream. By the way, do you have a license to live stream while drunk?
Well, I'm not in the Europeans. I'm American. Here's the thing.
Oi, mate, you got a license for that live stream.
Here's the thing. I'm American, thus I'm legally obligated to be drunk. I'm not allowed to be
do you
sober.
have a license to get drunk though? Because you got to get the license to get alcohol, then you got to have the license to drink it, then you got to have the license to get drunk, and then you got to have the license to get hangover. Then you have to have the license to drink water.
Right,
like you need all these.
Yeah.
Okay. Whatchamacallit? Any last comments about Mother's Basement versus ER? Because it's just too funny of a situation to see all spread from everything that happened.
Yeah, here's one thing. Finish him! Fatality!
No, you can't say that. That might be a death threat.
Yeah.
Babality.
Then make it a funtality.
A funtality.
Has anyone actually read the World of Darkness, Montreal by Night book? Because there's this one game that vampires play where they cosplay as Mortal Kombat people, and they get shares and hollers depending on how creative their kills are. It's called Mortality Fighter.
Okay, now the last thing I'm posting the straw poll one last time. If anyone wants to finish up the last vote, so we can see what the next thing is, because there's 5 votes for Zeria for the communism video, and then 6 votes for the Shield Hero. Ugh. If we have any last things about ER versus Mother's Basement, do y'all?
No,
okay.
ER got mad at my video.
Soyality. Soyality. That's okay. You win. Whoever that is, you win. All right. So, okay, we could start talking about Shield Hero now. Now that we finally got the Mother's Basement shit out of our system. And then we're going to talk about the communism video that Zeria made. Holy shit, that's hilarious.
So we can move on from talking about Mother's Basement versus ER to talking about the animated version of Mother's Basement versus ER.
I love that tweet I made.
To be fair,
adaptation.
Just like if it actually came down to it, Spear Hero's girlfriend had to step in.
Man, fuck. I don't know what it is.
Mother's Basement or Ultra Instinct ER?
I still unironically think his girlfriend would probably fuck someone for money if they offered enough.
If you actually basically she's on the run from the law, and she's trying to con heroes to get money from them because she's leading her own little counter organization.
Man, I don't know what it is, right? But I just want all the other heroes that are not Shield Hero to just get their shit kicked in. I just want I want them to suffer horrifically and horribly, and then just have Shield Hero laugh at them.
The thing about
That's what I want.
I keep hearing that she is going to
Oh, her life is going to fucking suck.
Yeah, I keep hearing that. Don't spoil it.
No, I don't want spoilers. I don't want any. I've only seen the fucking anime. I haven't read anything else, so I don't want to be spoiled. But I just can't fucking wait.
I know. I thought it was going to come up. Here's the thing. I thought it was going to come up this episode.
Oh my god, that's great.
Here's the thing. What?
Fucking Toby. Why does Mother's Basement's girlfriend look like his cousin?
Ooh. I mean, to be fair, oh man, we're going back to Mother's Basement, but yeah, no, in the AO Discord, people were posting fucking images of the cosplays and shit, and fuck, they're terrible. Jesus Christ!
Oh, shit! I think I misspelled Tin Lead.
I don't.
Mother's Basement's girlfriend's fucking like cosplay shit is legitimately horrible because I did photography for a bit in Polytech, and Jesus fucking Christ, the bitch does not understand lighting. She does not understand exposure. She does not understand any of these basic fundamental.
I think she understands exposure.
What do you expect?
She's
not educated.
Herself to everyone on the internet.
Well, yeah, obviously, but that's not really what I'm
KKK. What the?
Like, what I'm talking about is like just the photography is just fucking terrible, and it's like, why would you pay for this? Well, I don't understand why anyone would put money to pay for this.
Honestly,
okay, because the same reason artists usually end up drawing the more fucked up porn. Perverts pay.
Here's the thing.
Listen. If I'm a fucking pervert, right? I can get shit that is way better quality than that person's fucking Patreon for free, right? That's
exactly,
what I'm talking about.
Yeah, at any time I could watch a girl get a golf ball shoved up her ass.
You don't need to fucking pay
on that one. But
yeah. But what I'm saying is, you don't need to fucking like pay this person who's like the shit is mediocre at best, shit at worst, right?
Yeah.
Like just go on Google and type in fucking X character cosplay erotic, and you'll probably get a shitload of stuff that's vastly superior.
Someone linked me her leaked Patreon product. Now here's the thing: someone linked me all of her leaked Patreons, and I was kind of curious to see what she looks like. And I went on, and then like
really disappointed.
I was I was actually disappointed. I was like, you know what? I know people who do it better for free, and I'm like, I don't care for it anymore.
No, what's even better is the fact that like Mother's Basement constantly retweets her when she gives the preview for her Patreon pics.
Yeah. Yes. He's super.
It's like,
I have saved of that somewhere.
I don't think we ever got off the Mother's Basement thing.
Yeah, we need to get
I don't think we ever. We kind of did, but
we got brought back to it because someone. Look, someone brought up the girlfriend.
Okay, here's the thing: Mother's Basement and Shield Hero and ER are all so intertwined. It's almost literally the exact same thing because everything a Mother's Basement said is the fucking Lance person, Spear Hero, and everything freaking ER has said is Shield Hero, and it's probably the funniest shit ever to see them go at each other while this is all going down, and it just makes me laugh so hard.
You know what my crazy crackpot theory is?
What?
Is that like the writer of Shield Hero predicted the future and based Shield Hero on ER and Spear Hero on Mother's Basement. That's why it's so great, especially the later on.
I love the part at the end of the letter. Spear Hero is just like, but I did good though.
Where do I send the fan art I made?
I fucking love that shit. It was so good. He's just like, but I did the good, and everyone's just like, nah, mate, nah, mate.
I'm gonna tell you, it gets even better.
Okay,
later.
Someone's asking where to see fan art. Holy shit! I never put my Twitter. Oh wait, I did. Here's my.
Twitter. Nitch, you're saying on Twitter. So have a look at that.
Whatever. Yeah. I saw it. Yeah,
right there's my Twitter. You can join the Discord. I have a role where if I see any fan art, I post it in there with your link and credit you. I post everything in there because I honestly love seeing fan art.
Go save that shit to my drive.
I'm banned from Twitter. Yeah, there's the Discord I have. Hey, I mean, here's the thing, TFM. If you join the Discord, I'd literally make a role for you as honored guest. Oh man,
You're better than everyone else, but not as good as like a pseudo intellectual. You're like a pseudo intellectual.
No, he probably just put him in the what can't be said on YouTube role.
What can't be said on YouTube role?
I mean,
That's unironically true because how many times
it's a role that guarantees that there's no spies in the Discord simply because the Discord wouldn't exist.
we can just make a new Discord. That's the thing.
Well, here's the thing. I don't think we've ever cared if there were spies in the Discord.
No, we don't.
Because we have our own chat for all the controversial shit we say.
I mean, even that, it's pretty non-controversial.
Yeah, true. Well, except for OneManCast.
Yeah, but that's more of just insanity.
It's literal schizophrenia.
The thing OneManCast said, the argument that you said you have no idea how we even got into this argument, that was the funniest shit ever. Should we say it?
Didn't.
I don't know. I don't want to say it. It's too far. And like even for OneManCast.
It happened like 3 months ago.
No. What the fuck? What kind of time are you on? It happened less than a month ago.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Like I know it in OneManCast like clash like once or twice a week in epic philosophical
look. That's the problem for a OneManCast argument. You gotta be very specific because they happen all the fucking time.
This is true.
Yeah, I know. Here's the thing. I honestly want to just like post our fucking conversations as an argument. I may actually ask him one day. It's like, can we just post our arguments as a video? Because I honestly think this would be the funniest shit ever to see.
Oh, he'd let you, but he would like spend the next 2 weeks commenting to every commenter inside the video.
Debate me. Oh no, that's Sif the programmer.
But yeah, no, Shield Hero was pretty good this week.
I've actually read like 13 volumes of the light novel, and it gets better. Like the other heroes get their like development and catharsis, which is always fun. Also, Spear Hero becomes a lot more likable because he basically he gets basically mind fucked, and now he's like some sort of breeder of birds.
Okay, I'm interested. I'm very interested.
Not true, but okay.
He becomes like those bird things. I forgot the floffles or whatever they're called. Yeah, he becomes like a farmer and breeder of them.
That sounds amazing. I'm just imagining he's got the straw hat and the fucking pitchfork. He's out on the fence at sunrise. Just fucking.
No,
he's got the pitchfork spear.
I'm up to chapter 51 in the manga, and that hasn't happened yet.
Oh man,
I'm up to volume 13 of the light novel.
The more I hear about Shield Hero, the more I can't fucking wait.
I love it.
Like shit happens to them, and it's really weird. And now they all live with Nafumi. Like they're just like, yeah, we fucked up, and now we're crashing with the dude who we hated. And it's just like, and Nafumi's like, get to work.
Yeah, fucking get. Yep.
Yeah. Oh no, like if you want
my fields. My slave army won't feed itself. Tend to the fields.
My slave army won't.
Oh, see, that's actually kind of the funny thing is a lot of the shit that happens later on only works because of the slavery.
God damn.
Yeah, first they become slaves, then they become serfs, and then they get promoted to cannon fodder in the army. You see, Nafumi has a very much like a meritocratic system with his slaves. First,
when did this turn into 40K?
Well, that is the genius of Nafumi. He realizes that he needs a serf caste and he needs a warrior caste, so he divides the slaves up, determining of their usefulness.
Good shit.
So you have the farmers, you have the warriors, and then you just have the serfs that he kicks around.
Yeah, but if you just want to see like the other heroes be like embarrassed because they're incompetent, you're going to be very happy.
I'm gonna enable this for a second.
Right. So, yeah, I guess that's Shield Hero then.
No,
there's really not
there's
much
not
to-
really much to say other than Shield Hero is good shit.
I
and
mean,
if you're not
freaking-
watching it,
No,
you're fucking
I
stupid.
mean, I thought we were going to talk about it as much as we did for episode 1. We talked about
Alright,
all the
what?
symbolism and all that shit and how fucking amazing it was.
Well, what's there to say? There hasn't,
I think we,
like,
I
it's
mean-
just
I think we blew our load with freaking Mother's Basement versus ZR though.
a little bit. Well,
No,
I mean, we
'cause
can,
the
we
Zeria thing
can,
is
yeah, the Zeria thing though is gonna be just fucking great. So maybe we should move on to that, just because.
Yeah, Zeria is
Here's
the
the
mud.
thing.
But yeah,
I don't. I like this chibi. This is a nice.
It's a
little
good. It's a good chibi. It's a good chibi. It's really good.
It is. It would make like a good thumbnail.
chibi. I love it, TFM. Thanks.
oh yeah, Nichny, I'm just gonna give you some more pictures because I'm gonna show you a picture of Spear Hero when he's mind fucked, and he's a happy boy.
I was about to say, it's actually kind of hard to talk about episode 4 when I'm up to like chapter 52 of the manga. I don't know where plot is.
Okay, here's the thing.
I'm
The last
about
thing
the
it
same.
showed was they confronted her about the fucking her using wind magic during. the
Yeah,
duel.
they didn't do that in the manga.
Cheated.
No,
They
the thing
let-
with that happened in the manga.
Yeah, it happened, but they did not confront her. They just like after everything was said and done, they looked at Spear Hero and was like, "You lost that shit."
No, they
Yeah.
they actually said. Okay, here's the thing. They said in episode 4, you lost. They undid the curse. And then later, they had people come in and say, no, Spear Hero, you actually lost. Spear Hero said all of his moral crusade on why he was correct on everything he did. And then someone came and just red-pilled him on... let's just say that. Red-pilled
Oh,
him
by the
on-
way, that actually
But I did-
happens
but
a
I-
lot.
And just like on everything that
but I
happened.
did good though.
What really happened, besides his fucking feels shit, what really happened with the fucking video, or fucking thing, and then he's just like left there questioning everything he believes in, and he's just like questioning himself and fucking hating
Yeah, like
himself.
I
I
said,
fucking
it
love
boils down. It boils down to basically, I did good though. But I
See-
did the good though, right, guys?
Yeah.
I did the good.
Like this is
like-
also
like
one where
doing
you
it,
really
guys,
don't want to
good,
talk
like,
about
you really
the
fucked up.
theme
It's like,
because there's not many ways to say this one is sitting there go with the slaver's quandary of, do you let the bitch die or do you own a person?
Here's the thing,
Because those were the choices.
Here's the thing, he didn't want to bite the bullet on that one. He didn't want to accept the truth. He really wanted to keep his lie. And, like, this is the episode where he's now questioning everything he's ever done to him. And it's just, like, the most, like, amazing thing to see his world shattered right in front of him.
It gets better later, I guarantee.
Oh,
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, I can't wait for that. Because he's, like, honestly questioning all his values on that episode and everything he's ever done. That's just amazing.
it gets better, man.
no.
You gotta read the side story where he's still mind fucked and he's a happy boy.
Happy boy.
Yeah,
No,
he
it-
calls Nafumi father-in-law.
No, because like later, Shield Hero becomes less edgy and he becomes more well adjusted, and legit everyone else is still like pathetic scrubs, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, now the heroes work for him at his slave encampment.
But don't spoil it. God damn, Bio.
Yeah, all right. We need to move on from Shield Hero before people just start spoiling shit.
yeah.
Like, this is the problem.
The one thing I wanted to say about it is it's kind of hilarious how Shield Hero is like the other heroes. They act just like what you'd expect out of most like isekai anime protagonists, especially like the shield, the spear bro. 'Cause
Yeah.
One thing I love about the Shield Hero was like everything that happened. Like when we get to see like his vision of the lolly raccoon, Ratatail or whatever. Ratfeely. I can never remember the name.
Ravioli. Don't lose the raccoon lolly.
Ravioli.
Okay, the raccoon lolly. Let's just say that, even though she wasn't a lolly by that time, just like you get to see what goes on through his head, and I thought that was real. Like them releasing the curse reduced her back to level like 5 and whatnot and everything like that. But no, that is actually what he saw, and it makes sense for like what he was saying in episode 2 and 3 and all that shit, where he was saying how you still look like a kid and how he kept saying she was still a kid. And like when he finally started trusting her again, like he didn't recognize her anymore because he actually let her back in her life. And it was just like so crazy of an emotional scene.
Oh, yeah.
That was fucking amazing.
He was also able to taste food again too.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was good. It was really good.
It was just
because I remember in the episode he was saying like, oh man, a lot of these people must be lolicons because they're being nice to the raccoon lolly, but it's because she's like growing up because she looks like a teenager at that point, and then she's turning into like a full-grown adult woman.
See, I thought it was gonna eventually get to this point where she becomes like an old lady because of how the age.
Yeah, you get to level 100 and you become like just a fucking old ass lady.
No, gotta keep it creepy.
I mean, I can't feel for that leveling system. That's a kind of strange leveling system. When they level, they get older, because that only gets weirder once the levels get higher. Because you know she can be old. She can be like 30 days old, yet be level 100.
Yeah, the entire point though is that they would
the youngest old lady ever.
They would stop at the point where it would actually.
Shield Hero on the front lines. It was 2 days ago.
2 days ago.
I remember it like it was yesterday.
The point of that was so that you would have an adult body, which is way more effective at combat.
Yes, I understand
than a child.
What it's for. It's just that once it gets higher
breeding,
level, it doesn't.
Well, I mean that's why they stop at a certain age. Like I'm not talking about why they age. I'm talking as they level. I'm talking about why it stops at like 20.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for spoiling.
It rises from the dead says, did Unknown discuss Deku's 6 quirks yet?
Oh my god.
My god.
Oh yeah, I heard about this shit.
Oh my 7 quirks.
No. Here's the thing. We may if this is going where I think it's going. Oh, OneManCast joined. If this is going where I think it's going, we may have to publicly apologize to OneManCast.
Not OneManCast.
Or not one. Yeah, Maname Matt.
No, I don't think we're ever going to have to apologize to Maname Matt.
Here's the thing: we called him out on that shit and showed like so much evidence on why it was wrong. But the author is now contradicting himself and making it to where
I think we may have to apologize to Matt Pat.
Yeah. No, I honestly think that as well. We proved definitively there was so much contradictory evidence, and now the author just saw those videos or something and started making them come true.
Yeah, still not where Maname Matt was talking about.
Kaiser joined
by a long shot.
Well, they seem to be trying to backpedal in this last chapter because
it's like he realized this is fucking dumb.
I mean, I haven't been like fully keeping up with it, but fucking it was posted in the AO chat, and I was just like, there's no fucking way.
Oh wait, okay, okay. Everyone wants us to talk about Zeria already.
All right, let's
okay.
What's going on?
Let me get my rope.
Everybody wants to talk about what now?
Zeria.
We're talking about Zeria, the magic commie man.
Well, I probably won't be here for long. I'm just dropping in to see how you guys are doing since I haven't been here in a while.
We haven't told ourselves yet, so that's great.
All right.
Yeah, because
by the way, Kaiser Trigger's my editor for a good while now.
Let's talk about the Scrappy-Doo of the anime community.
Oh, who wants to start it off? Holy shit! I laughed.
I think we should let Plot start it off. He's got that special story to tell. The one that I know that I'm kind of involved in too.
I'm not starting off with that one.
I was about to say, is Necro even in here anymore?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, okay.
I thought because I remember I made a few posts just laughing at it inside the Discord. What did I say about it? Let me look.
I'm gonna just read off my favorite quotes from the video.
Yeah, I posted some of my favorite quotes.
Well, hang on, because I remember. Let's go back to the beginning. I remember when they first posted the thumbnail on Twitter and the reaction that the thumbnail got, and just the announcement they were going to do the video about. We should for the people that don't know, right? Zeria is this thing that seems to think that the alt-right.
Here's the thing.
It's this thing that seems to think that anime has been co-opted by the alt-right. And that the radical leftists need to retake anime from the alt-right by not buying anime.
Okay, now
he thinks this is a large
I've said this a couple of times.
That's been going since the 1940s.
Here's the thing. I've said this a couple of times that anime is naturally leaning left, and that's only by like the most vague meaning of the left, to be honest. And that's how the left fights more minorities, and how almost all anime has an underdog story in like a certain way. Like, how like No Game No Life, even though it's not quote minority, it's still humanity.
I mean,
and
I thought you were going to bring up the fact that all anime features a minority as the main character.
No, they don't. But here's the thing.
Yeah, they do.
No, they don't.
In America, they do. Except for maybe Bungo Stray Dogs, Baccano.
Yeah. Durara, hold on.
No, that features an Asian.
No, the black guy. The black guy in Japan, which is like...
It's definitely a minority.
That's definitely a minority, but it's not
Russian
the main character.
black guy.
Wait, isn't he like a black Russian? Which makes no sense.
Yeah, he's like a super minority, dude.
I am black Russian. I cook sushi in Japan. I also have died to mafia.
It makes...
You want to die now?
I
Yes,
didn't
yes.
think that was possible, but they somehow made it.
Well, I know that Japan has quite the Brazil population.
Okay, here's the thing. When I say it's left-leaning, I mean it's by the most vague definitions you will ever see, as in how the left claims to fight for the minority and all that shit. And that's kind of how like most fucking stories end out. That's not really due because of leftism, but rather how you make the underdog story, and how the underdog story is just naturally fucking like intriguing, and it goes with your brain, how you always want to root for the little guy, how you always want to have the small guy beat the big bad evil person. It's just,
which is why it was hilarious how Naruto fucked it up by episode 1.
Yeah, also, like most people start off as underdogs. Like you start from the bottom, and then you work your way up.
And then you make like 100 shadow clones, and you're no longer an underdog.
That is probably
you messed it up in one episode.
Vague meaning of leaning left. But hilariously enough, some of my quotes is where Zeria saying capitalism requires ethnic cleansing of other races to exist.
Wow.
I know that's a problem because
that's glorious.
Yeah, no, I know that's a problem. I would mark it if you weren't dead.
That's amazing.
I mean,
I don't even know how to respond to that because I don't even know where Zeria got that from.
Here's the trick. If you own more than 2 Dakimakuras, you need to report to this camp.
You need to go to
almost everything in Zeria's video. I have no idea where she cited it. Like,
unknown.
Okay.
Like, I don't know where Zeria cited it. Holy shit! Like, by what metric? What site? What anything? Where do you cite where you have to have an ethnic cleanse?
The romantic cinematic universe, man. It operates by its own laws and physics.
To be fair, it would be nice if he cited any of.
Well, there are citations in the pinned comment because I looked down there.
I saw. It's just that I didn't see anything about capitalism and require ethnic cleansing.
I mean, I thought all of his citations were about Orientalism, which is just a very polite way of saying racism.
I just don't understand where.
Whatever.
Like every time I hear more, because I didn't actually even watch the whole thing, because I can't be fucked watching that shit.
Okay, I watched 30 minutes. I gave it a generous 30 minutes.
I don't want to admit how much of it I watched.
Like, I don't want to have my brain lobotomized by communism, so I didn't actually like.
It's a 42-minute
But every time someone tells me something that's in that video, I can't believe that is a point that someone came up with.
There is no.
So I want to go and read off my.
Okay, here's the thing I hate about that video. There's almost no citations in any of her comments until like days after, like the video. It's like, you know what? I'm not proud of this. Here's where I got all my links. I looked through them, and it's like one of those things. Like, okay, where did you get this claim then? Like, the more you look into it, the less these articles show. It's only like Zeria posted these, assuming you would think, oh, okay, they got citations for everything they said, thus it must be true.
But the citations turn out to be shit, right?
Well,
yeah, it's no. Here's the thing. Even if we 100% believe these citations that Zeria posted, even if we 100% believe it, it still doesn't cover almost half the shit that she said inside that video.
Oh, I think my favorite part was when he talked. Well, he, she, it. I'm just gonna slash this thing where it's he, she, it.
Because giving it pronouns is an insult to the human race as a whole.
Okay.
Well, libtards don't have feelings.
Like, when he brought up that trans people in Japan have to be sterilized, I think he doesn't realize that once you have the sex change operation, you can't do anything.
Yeah, doesn't also that operation give you like cancer and shit as well? Like it heightens your risk of cancer and stuff, and it sterilizes you.
I don't know.
That's what
it sterilizes you because
I talked about this in the Lewd Gamer server because we were talking about it, and it's kind of like
I fucking love Lewd Gamer.
No, here's the thing.
Lewd Gamer's good. Join the Lewd Gamer Discord, guys. It's a good fucking place to hang out.
Here's the thing. There's so many downsides to actual sex change operation. I will never get it. It's just like
but that's the thing, right? So I believe that the law is something along the lines of if they want to change their driver's licenses to reflect the change in gender or whatever, they have to sterilize themselves, and it's apparently some kind of old, like really old ass law.
Yeah, probably dates back to when everyone was doing eugenics.
Necro, where's that? Because that is not America. Because we have a complete.
No. It's Japan.
This is all about Japan, dude.
We're talking about Japan.
Okay.
Yeah, in Japan, if you want to be transgender and you want that reflected in your like paperwork and your documents, you have to sterilize yourself.
Okay,
and it's some kind of old ass law that they reinforced recently, like they added it to the books or something along those lines.
Yeah, I was
and
about
it's
to
caused
say,
quite
I have 100% proof that that's not the case.
I mean,
for America.
For America, America's doing other shit, but we're talking about Japan, right?
Yeah, okay.
But the thing is my reaction to that was basically, well, doesn't 90% of the shit that you do to transition sterilize you anyway? Like, even HRT, like, over time, if you stay on HRT long enough, you will go sterile, right?
And it's way faster for men.
Yeah.
So, like,
well, because
I can understand the optics looking really shit on the law, and I agree that it's a shit law and should probably not be there in the first place. But at the same time, if you're going to become sterile anyway, it's kind of hard.
Well, I mean,
it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard for me to like be against the law. Like, I would be against the law from a logic standpoint of it's kind of retarded. But if you're trying to use the argument of we don't want to have to sterilize ourselves. Well, you're already sterilizing yourselves by transitioning. So that's not really a good argument.
You also look at the dangers of, like, FTM getting pregnant. There's no hole for it to come out of anymore.
Ain't nothing wrong with a virgin with certain grips. You just have to turn the other way.
Oh my god! But no, it's so, god damn it. But the Zeria chick, man, it's just fucking crazy stuff. It's like, if you read the comment section, because I went through some of the comments in the comment section, she's talking about fucking like how she wants to abolish work.
Yes.
Yeah. And all this other shit.
Here's the thing: we don't want to strawman Zeria. She didn't say abolish work. She said, "Abolish all labor-intensive work." Pretty much saying anything.
But how the fuck are you gonna do that?
No, here's the thing.
How do you fucking even do that?
Yes, specifically said labor.
Because of where I live, I know a lot of farmers. They actually enjoy their job.
So I'm gonna read the exact thing of the work thing that you're talking about. So someone posted in the video, "Unite the workers of the world" is exactly the kind of slogan that makes me view Marxism as only another form of capitalism. I'm fighting for the right to not work. And then he responds, the point is to eventually abolish work in the sense of alienated labor. I guess as in labor you don't want to do, but that's the largest class capable of controlling society to unite.
You know, the funny thing about that,
society would fall apart, so there would be no society.
You can't have a society full of college graduates.
Here's the thing. What's his called? What's his name? Shonen Rojin. Like, this person, he posted his video a little before Zeria on... Hold on, let me share to everyone again.
Yep.
Wait, did we talk about the mother's basement molestation?
No, we didn't.
No. Oh, God. Now, why is he molesting little boys?
No.
Because he's the anime pope.
Oh,
no.
Oh, yeah.
You know what? You finish it real fast, and then I'll get back to this.
His shitty cosplay girlfriend isn't enough. He needs that boy.
No, all right.
No.
So
Potato Bear seal of approval.
No. It's not about little boys.
Oh, that's right. Okay, you know.
Shut it.
Also, allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Okay, fair enough.
Plot.
Like,
So,
we
then
need to
again,
throw allegedly
Okay,
because...
everyone shut the fuck up. Let Plot do it.
Then
all right, so basically what happened is after he made his comments about it's the Shield Hero's own fault that he got accused of all the, being a racist due to his own laziness and expectations for life to hand him everything.
Yep.
Someone replied to him saying, "Hey, Mother's Basement molested me behind the scenes. You have to believe me because I'm a woman, and if you say it didn't happen, you're automatically a misogynistic bigot."
I mean, the problem is they didn't put Pound Me Too.
Oh, finally Clyde released his fucking Underdog video. He kept telling me he was going to release it, but he finally did. Okay,
and
I'll watch that.
It's hilarious because a bunch of other people replied saying that the same thing happened to them.
I couldn't stop.
So therefore, he also did this to me because if more than one person says some BS, that makes it more true.
Yes.
Right.
Okay, now here's the thing. This person, Shonen Rojo,
There's three.
I disagree with this video completely on why the anime community needs communism. I completely disagree with it. But I will say, in 11 minutes, they made a by far more compelling and logical argument than Zeria ever did in their 42-minute argument.
I mean, do I need to repeat what I said in the Discord that I
Yes.
agree that we need more communism because we need more death camps?
Stop laughing at
We
that.
need more people starving to death on the streets.
Well, I mean,
Yes!
like I said before the stream, if you don't have communism and death camps, then we're going to end up no better than the furries at this
Here's
point.
the thing.
Once again,
Zeria made
if you own more than 2 Dakimakuras, go to this camp so we can make ramen pork out of you to feed to the other weeds.
Here's the thing.
Well, I don't even have
It's
one.
a modest proposal.
Here's the thing. I know the person that made this. Why the anime community needs communism, and I like them. They're a pretty cool person. But it's just like
Like
every
more
once in
death
a while, when you get in a conversation with them, they somehow bring it to communism. It's kind of like how I always bring everything to Nazis. They bring everything to communism, and we just get into this argument, and it just gets crazy.
Is this the Borgism guy?
Yeah. Well, no. It's someone in the Borgism community.
Oh god.
So.
Wait, there's a Borgism community? What the hell?
Yes, I'm part of.
Borgism
I'm
is
in the
basically
Discord for the
ether
Borgism.
suit from Evangelion.
Here's the thing, I find the Borgism community to be pretty funny, and I read them every once in a while. I almost never post in it, but I do read it. It's pretty fun.
It's
So is it like how I bring everything back to leaving my shoes on top of a very tall building?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That has direct application to this.
Toby says, "Boys, I live in Slovakia. You don't want communism."
We know we don't want communism.
We don't. I know.
We just want that one part of communism.
No. We just want
the death camp so we can.
We just want the anime community communism. That's it. Like just in that small group of people.
That just sounds even worse when you say it.
Kevin's in the chat.
You know, here's the thing.
Yeah, can we?
Okay, wait.
It says it's full though. So
4, 5,
well,
6,
no, I'm gonna
7,
leave.
9.
Like,
oh, Supreme joined. Who gave the invite to Supreme?
My
Yeah,
God.
I mean, did you put the? Is he in the mod chat?
No, he's not.
Oh,
I don't care. I don't mind. As long as you fucking turn whatever that shit down is. I'm getting this fucking buzzing in my ear from you.
Name.
Oh fuck.
Supreme, I'm getting some buzzing in my ear.
I'm here too.
yeah, what is that? You came.
No,
Yeah,
there
that was
we
Supreme.
go.
I'm muting.
There we go.
Fix your buzzing, and I'll let you talk again.
Yeah.
Right.
So my favorite line from from his
joined.
video. So my favorite line from the video was, "We cannot ignore the problem of class, or else you might do something stupid, like becoming a CEO of a large conglomerate and still calling yourself a feminist."
oh my God!
I love that fucking argument.
I bet that I don't remember that argument because I probably zoned out. I made it through the whole video. I just remember absolutely none of that shit.
It's in the last 2 or 3 minutes of the video.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Someone linked that part of the argument, and I only watched that part for like the last few minutes, and I couldn't stop laughing at that. Like I watched 30 minutes plus that argument because someone said this is too funny to miss. You have to watch it. And I was like, all right, I'll watch it. I like. It's pretty much saying the freaking female CEOs are like.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, female CEOs are like whatchamacallit.
They're a detriment to feminism.
Yeah.
I started thinking in a test since he's here.
They're a detriment to feminism because they're not fucking being equal to everyone. I
mean,
the more you try and think about this shit, the worse it becomes.
He had some weird hot takes.
We need to change the community around anime instead. I can only hope then the future me and Lachlan's explicit Marxist videos can help.
Yeah, it's.
I mean,
I don't understand.
Get
why.
it right. It's me and Lachlan's explicit anti-Semitic videos.
Okay,
that's right.
Any society where class continues to exist, the society will struggle and can't work. That was another line inside their video.
He does realize that under communism, classes do like form, right?
Not only form, but prosper.
Yeah, I don't.
Oh wait,
only one class prospers under communism.
For a second. Never mind.
Fuck me, man. It just hurts. Just hurts, mate.
It's not the proletariat that's prospering under communism.
Yeah, no. Even in communism, classes still form.
But yeah, that's what I just said.
Communism.
Yeah, there's the government, and then there's everybody else.
Down with communism, up with ramenism.
Ramenism.
I'll pay you in some ramen.
Sage said 6 ramens.
I don't know. I would have to be paid in a lot of ramen.
Oh man.
How much is?
So I remember I've been talking. There's a friend of mine that's in the Lewd Gamer Discord. We've been talking about this fucking shit, and basically the general consensus we've come to is that they're essentially just fake intellectual. They use a lot of big words, and they use a lot of fucking like. You know, they try and present themselves as being like super intellectual, which is ironic considering the name of this podcast, right?
Yeah.
But like that's what they do is they use a lot of big words like Orientalism, right?
No. If you sit there and listen through, there's a ton of just redundant statements that she just combines together.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever the thing is, combines
yeah.
together, and I sat there and I'm like, what? You just
and
said
that's
like
exactly what
the
I mean.
same
Like,
word 3 times in a row.
Yeah, they're trying to make themselves sound like they know more about the topic that they're talking about.
Plot, do you think we should actually just do a podcast watching that video?
I was about to suggest it because we're just going to rip it a new asshole.
Should we?
Yes, let's just go ahead.
If we're gonna do that shit right now.
Hey, what about everyone? Do y'all want to see that? Type in chat.
Press E to EFAP.
If we're gonna do that,
EFAP.
If we're gonna do that, I'm gonna have to reboot it because I have to take the drawing tablet off the fucking computer. So
if you're gonna do that right now, I'm gonna get going. So
yeah, I know.
I'm not seeing any E's.
Guys, so what I'll do is I'll drop out for like just a second and then I'll come back.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna get going. Goodbye.
All right, guys.
All right.
Can you?
I'll be back in a second.
All right.
Can y'all hear me well enough?
Yeah, we
Nope,
can.
we can't hear you at all.
Yep.
Okay.
Nope.
EFAP means, if you ever
Every
seen
frame of pause.
Yeah, every frame of pause. But it's Malur string where it's Malur, Rags, and Dishonored Wolf, and they go through and just dissect the video every few seconds.
Yeah, but instead of dissecting, we're probably just going to make fun of it.
I'm sure we got
While you guys were talking, I'm working on like a Python project for my CS class.
Hey, same. So am I. I have to create from the grounds up a neural network.
Nice.
Okay, get it to say, peacefully sunset all Jews in Mother's Basement's voice.
That's not,
Apparently, that's easy to do.
It's apparently not what I'm doing in the slightest, but okay.
Yeah, what the fuck? Hold on. Where's the communist video? Ah, here it is. Found it.
All right, Kevin, there's room in the chat now.
Yeah, there is. There's plenty of room for you. Okay. Search.
Every frame of pause. There's no paintings here, guys.
Okay, how much do we want to watch of this?
None. It's bad.
Just a couple minutes. I said just like maybe the first 20.
20.
20. I don't know. I'm not feeling a full EFAP here.
Okay.
I mean, the first 10 minutes is
Do we watch the?
going right.
Yeah, I was about to say. Then we have to stop it every like 20 or 30 seconds.
Okay, so
Kevin's asking for
only an hour.
All right, so are we gonna be going into a rabbit room?
No, we are going to go into a watch together so everyone can pause.
Okay.
There, I posted it in Mod's chat, and I'm gonna post the Hangout link to Kevin because he's rarely on.
You guys
our personal trap.
I say we just set a time limit to an hour and a half for it, because that.
By the way, everyone, what y'all should do if you're part of the Discord, y'all should all join voice chat together so y'all can talk about this as we're going on. Oh man. I posted it to Mod's chat. Just tell me when you're all here.
I'm already in.
Okay. Anyone else? I see 2 people in. Finally, we're watching a political anime video. Okay, here's the thing. When I find Zeria's argument for why everything is political to be very stupid, in like the sense of
that was the other. Oh, I see.
Okay, here's the thing. Even if you want to say everything is political, and thus you can go talk about extreme leftism. That's as dumb as saying because you can feel pain by standing, thus it's okay to chop off your fucking leg. Like, even if you say everything is political, it's so minor of a fucking political statement that it doesn't justify talking about like like Donald Trump and all that shit.
Well, first up, on No Talk, you standing up is against my human rights. I weigh 800 pounds.
Where are you? Are you in the Fat Lives Matter movement?
Are you fat shaming me right now? First off, a 14.
Are you fat shaming me?
A 14 quarter pounders.
No, I'm fucking fat shaming you, wankers.
Dude, how do you do that? 1 quarter pounder is like 300 pounds.
That's true. That's why it's called the quarter pounder. Listen, I gotta clarify because you're totally strawmanning him unknown. He said it's become increasingly apparent over the past decade that anime has become completely political. Therefore, all anime should be made into propaganda.
Wait, no.
Oh yeah,
that's
bullshit.
He legit says that.
Yeah, totally.
Let me use my Western politics to judge this Eastern products.
Thing itself, why anime should be political. and is.
Oh,
where Zeria claims all fiction ever.
Oh
is
yeah,
political.
can you repost the link to the
Sorry,
watch together? Because I just rejoined, so I don't have it in the group chat.
No, I posted it in mod chat. I need to DM it to you.
Yeah. I just joined your Discord, by the way, if it's the one in the description. So join that as well. Yes, join watch together. All right. Oh shit. Yeah, there you go. What? I don't need a tutorial on how to use watch together. Watch together. What the fuck? Fuck off. There we go. Okay. Right. I'm ready to go now.
In this day and age, if you need a tutorial, that's on the fault of the person who designs your website.
Yeah.
I mean, I've used watch together before.
retarded?
So, like, fucking, how hard is it to fucking get this shit working?
Mearsmith asked,
Okay,
"What if
now
anime
we
becomes
have 1,
the
2, 3,
wrong
4, 5,
political?"
And how many people are in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yeah,
Someone's
I'm
not
in.
in here.
I'm in.
Chandler,
I'm in.
are you in here?
Yeah, I'm in here.
Are you in?
It's probably
the Watch
Necro.
Together?
Yes.
No, Necro's not in here at all. Who's not in the Watch Together? No, what? Fuck
I
it.
don't know.
We'll do it.
Oh, watch together. Oh shit! I don't
Do
think
it
I'm in
live.
You're not in the Watch Together. Okay. I put it in mod chat. I told everyone that. God damn it! It takes so long to get y'all in here.
I'm in here.
Our gay ops traps.
My chat.
Our
Gay ops.
No, they're gay. Thus they cannot be traps.
Yeah, I know. We already decided this on our other podcast when we democratically voted on my argument that traps are actually more straight than females.
Because the dick makes it cuter.
No, it wasn't because the dick makes it
It's
cuter.
scientifically
It was
accurate.
literally because if you find feminine features to be unattractive, then you are unironically gay.
Yeah, that's kind of my argument with this whole trap thing, right? Is that it depends on what you're attracted to. Are you attracted to it because it's feminine or because it's a male? That's the actual question.
Yeah.
Did you know that the great philosopher Rush Fee said being attracted to female athletes in fact make you more gay?
Oh, hold on.
The philosopher of our time.
Speaking of philosopher, let me find that one video. Hold on, just one quick meme. Plato. Oh, I found it. Share screen. Come on. Share screen. There we go. A trap is 200% gay. Not only are you fucking a dude, you are also putting up with the faggotry of a female. Plato.
Alright, let's get this shit started.
Alright, yeah, right. I'm ready to go.
Get this over with.
So we're gonna get all EFAP in this bitch. Let's do it. We're gonna be here for the next 5
My
hours.
name is Malua.
I can't wait to pause every 3 seconds and talk for an hour.
My name is Rags. My name is Rags. I'm a dog. I'm here to roof.
Did you know
I hate
suck
this
dick?
fucking thing because for some reason it's glitching for me and double clicking.
There we go. Now it's playing.
I mean, it's like, hello, my name is
welcome
Regs.
the
Did you know I
arrival of
suck dick
Comrade Zeria.
and straighter than Sargon?
I'll let you.
Starts off with like
Right, so
Communist Manifesto.
all right, okay, so let's start off here. So we've got definition, anti-anime, a dismissal of anime and its related communities and aesthetics. I have autism, so bear with me. Characterized by a belief in anime's supposed backwardness or weirdness relative to Western media. What?
Okay.
We're 10 seconds in for me, and I'm already kind of like, what? Oh, and I just jumped to 13. Oh yeah, watch together's being stupid, but whatever.
Okay, ready?
Yeah, I'm ready now.
Yeah.
Esteemed chairman of the AnyTube Left Vanguard, lover of isekai.
Well, I
and
mean, I'll give
scholar
them
of
one
beauty.
thing. The wall scrolls.
Ooh, kick me out.
Okay,
actually.
here's the thing.
I
if
mean,
you're
we
gonna
already know
talk,
he
pause
has.
it.
Yeah, we already know he has shit taste because he's a lover of isekai.
Fuck
well,
you.
Yeah.
Well, no. I'll
Usually,
give-
if you enjoy an isekai, it's in spite of the fact that it's an isekai.
Right.
Yeah,
well,
true.
well, at least the wall scrolls are nice to look at. That's yeah.
I'm gonna look at shit. Alright, let's go through.
for her polemic against the anti-anime saboteurs who number among our ranks.
Oh God, kill it with fire!
My comrades, it should come to you as
Okay, I'm gonna try. Hold
on. Before we talk, let's not get this stream striked, okay?
Yeah, I'm gonna try.
Let's just say that. That's the only thing I will say about Zeria's looks. Let's try not to get this stream striked.
Let's. What I'm more concerned about is why do they have like an anime fucking like lanyard thing?
Well, fuck
like
you.
what?
Oh wait.
I'm way more interested in the fact that something very, very interesting is going on to the right of him.
What?
Well, I don't.
No, look at his eyes. Like one eye is looking straight at the camera, and the other eye is just kind of.
By these forces.
Okay, yeah, that's a...
Hold on.
Okay.
Hold on, guys. I gotta get something real quick.
Okay. Do whatever.
Okay.
Here's the thing. If you're going to talk, pause it. If we're not going to talk, don't pause it. Or whatever.
Okay, so before we start off again on that thing, that is a problem, right? The problem is that they are looking like kind of to the offset. You should be looking above the camera or like around the camera, not in some offward direction.
Here's the thing. I unironically don't care about that. Can we just go?
I'm just making fun of the fact that
I posted something in like the Watch Together
I saw
chat.
you. It's a freaking Wikipedia article about Ellen Ripley. Is it okay to open for chat?
It's Ellen Ripley from the Alien franchise. Okay.
What does that have to do with anything?
Yeah, can we okay. I don't want to be here all fucking night. So
I just wanted to say one thing.
Nah, I get what you're saying. It's not close. Here's the thing. Ellen Ripley looks more like a female.
Okay.
The real question here, how is it with this obvious Jew fro and the Jew knows that Pedantic can get along with him at all?
I was waiting for it.
Oh my god.
I thought Pedantic hated goblins.
Here's the thing.
Yeah, like
plot. What are you talking about? That's obviously a gym fro.
Right.
I was going to say it's a goblin fro, but
all right. Come on, let's get this over.
Reaction.
Yeah, let's go.
Our world is increasingly one of great peril, as the right grows ascendant on a global scale.
Okay, like, here's the thing. The right has grown ascendant on a global scale. This is only 100% due to people who are on the far left that believe anyone that doesn't agree to them is a fucking on the far right.
I love the fact that they say that, and it's 100% people like theirs fault.
The funniest thing is when he says left throughout the whole video, he means radical left.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing.
Yeah, and here's the thing.
Anything that isn't that is right.
No, here's the thing. Whatchamacallit. Here's all the thing the alt-right needs to do. If they ever want to be taken seriously, all they need to do is nothing. The far left will actually make them look so bad that people move to the far right. And it's hilarious if you think about it.
Yes, according to him, center is far right.
Yes.
To be fair, like, to him, Karl Marx would be far right.
All right, let's go.
Because Karl Marx believed you could not.
All right, we haven't argued
communism.
any of Zeria's points besides.
Yeah, we gotta stop going for such shit.
Zeria will have points. We will argue them in a bit.
More charged than it has been in a great many decades. As such, the time.
I mean, in the great many decades, can you provide evidence of that? I remember. Here's the thing: the Zeria's evidence for this later in the video is saying Goblin Slayer, Shield Hero.
Time has passed for which we must declare.
Playing it. Okay.
I thought I was behind. I think I'm a little bit behind you guys.
Okay, whatever. Saying Goblin Slayer, Shield Hero, and all of them, and it's like, all right, you haven't proved that they're far right though.
Yeah, and the other thing is, all of these properties have been around for way longer than before they became anime. How can you state that those properties are specifically right wing when like it doesn't make any sense, right?
Yeah, alright, I'm gonna press play.
Okay, who's playing it right now?
Someone's playing it in their own tab. I'm gonna press play.
That all media is political.
Yep.
That fact is already self-evident.
Okay, here's the thing. If it was self-evident,
okay, now stop.
You wouldn't need the whole 18-minute video explaining it.
Okay, let me talk about this because this annoys me as well. Because I've argued with people that have this sort of like everything is political ideal, and the issue is that yes, you can, if you think hard enough, spin stuff to be political via whatever lens you want it to be in. Right? You can look at something like Mario or whatever, and you can probably, if you twist logic enough, find some way to make Mario a political statement about like workers or some shit, right? Yeah. That is the problem with these people, is when they say everything is political, it's not that everything is political, it's that they can spin it to be political, and that gives them that idea. Right? And that's why everyone hates them. That's why everyone fucking hates people like that. Because most people don't give a shit. I don't give a shit if Mario is some kind of political statement about communism and workers and the mushrooms are like fucking serfs or some shit, right? I just want to fucking save the princess, right?
Look, Mario is obviously about how we should legalize psilocybin mushrooms
in a white suburban neighborhood.
Or did you know that what's it called? The fucking Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is about racism? Which is completely false.
Actually,
No.
Yeah, but that's what I mean, though. You can. But that's what I mean, though. You can spin it to be about like the message of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Oh yeah, he's got a red nose, and that's analogous to blacks, and it's all that. You can do that logically. The question.
I thought we were talking about the Island of Misfit Toys.
No, here's the thing.
But no. But the question. No, stop.
No, let me finish. It's about discrimination in general. If you really want to stretch it. But what it is showing why you are different actually makes you better than others.
Yeah, but here's the question, though, is do you need that pointed out to you?
No, you don't.
That's the... Exactly.
Well, I mean, I only have an IQ of 12, so I do.
Frozen was about gender identity.
That's the problem.
It's just too weak-minded to see it.
Yeah, and that's the problem with people like Zeria, right? Is that they think that everyone else is retarded and doesn't already see these fucking things, right? Everyone already knows that Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is about discrimination, right? That's fucking... Like, everyone knows. We just don't have to talk about it constantly.
I don't think Zeria understands what self-evident means. If someone said... the blue sky is blue, that is self-evident because we're already under the assumption that it's blue. Thus, the blue sky would already be blue. That's what self-evident is.
First off, I'm colorblind.
See, I thought the problem with Zarya was that Diva could eat her ult.
Oh my god! But no, the problem is that they seem to be under this impression that people just don't think that stuff is political. Like, it's not like people know that there's politics in media and that media is political, right?
Well, they usually talk about
when you but when you go, oh, everything is political and I'm gonna fucking lay it out for you like this, and people just don't want to hear it. We don't give a shit.
It's more the thing that we don't want politics to be the focus.
No, here's the thing. Here's the thing. Not even that. I don't even believe that. Because I believe there could be some anime that is the focus. But when you go and look at Darling of the Franxx and see, oh, there is a thick wall of glass, thus it's referencing Donald Trump and his border around the Mexican wall, that is a huge leap of logic.
Yeah, you're just grasping at straws then.
Because you can literally make the same argument for Attack on Titan, which happened before Donald Trump. If I remember,
right. This is the problem.
Wait, the Titans don't represent minorities? Have they think about this all wrong?
Here's the thing: you honestly could make that video that the Titans represent minorities. You could honestly.
Someone really should actually, because that'd be fucking funny.
You can just like grab a single brick that you can hold in your hand and say it's an allegory for Trump.
In all honesty, if you wanted to be in current year of 2012, you could actually say that the fucking Attack on Titan represents Hillary Clinton, because before Donald Trump made the wall proposition, Hillary Clinton actually talked about building the wall.
But anyway, yeah. So that's so to finish this point, so we can move on. Yeah, the everything is political crowd are just obnoxious cunts, and that's why no one likes them. So yeah, let's move on. What's the next point?
Here's the thing: just because everything could be somewhat political in the most minor of details, they extrapolate greatly upon that and to make large leaps of logic, and that's what I hate.
Yo, Japan, I see this nice show you make. You mind if I spin it to fit my political views?
And here's the thing. Yeah, that too.
Cookie Tom's here now, too.
Another thing is Zeria, whatchamacallits, also says she disagrees with the wall, saying it wouldn't keep Mexicans out, which is wrong, because here's the thing. China has a wall, and they have no Mexicans.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Honestly, those sniper towers would be more effective.
Unless you're the Mongols.
All right. Let's keep going.
Yeah, let's.
I'm waiting for something.
The question then is how we, as leftists, must relate to this media, and no.
Okay. Can I just stop for? Well, let's just stop since it stopped. All right. We, as leftists, must relate to the media. Like, she's speaking like a fucking robot.
No,
like, is anyone else noticing that?
She actually is a robot.
Like,
See,
that's what I
here's
don't
the
like.
trick.
Come on.
Do I need to speak
Memorize
slower
her
for you, my
script.
brothers and sisters?
I mean, here's the thing. You might actually need to speak
If you're
slower
going to do a
for leftists.
communist speech, at least put some emotion into it.
No. Here's the thing. She's speaking to far leftists, so you need to speak pretty slow for them.
Honestly, I think the reason one of her eyes is just kind of off a little bit is because she's reading her script.
I wouldn't be surprised actually if that was the case.
Yeah, I mean,
because,
real quick,
like she's doing this long cut instead of memorizing a line.
Is Zarya like trans or something? I was just curious.
Yes,
I believe
kind
so.
of.
Because, I mean, I only seen like one video of her, and I think she was trans because she said she hated men so much that she became a woman.
Some shit like that, but that's
legitimately what the person.
That was but that was just the point.
I can't wait to crop my penis. How much I hate men.
But yeah, that's another tip, right? Just don't sound like a fucking robot when you're reading your script. Like, it's okay to read the script, right? But just don't.
Hey, that's just a robot's thing.
Yeah, like, come on.
Yeah, like you've got to be dripping with sarcasm.
All right, let's go.
No, that relation can't simply be hating on everything. Abolishing the commodity form does not mean abolishing fun, Theodore. Our enemies certainly know what their relation.
What are you talking about?
I
don't even know. Don't.
Yes, it can be hating on everything.
I don't even
like.
Easily.
Digibro has made a career of it.
No, I mean,
I don't even know. I don't even know what the fucking what she was referencing there, and that's a problem. You have to fucking like, if you're gonna make a reference like that, you can't just assume that everyone follows you on Twitter and knows about your fucking Twitter arguments. You should show the tweet.
Here's the thing: everyone.
No. Here's the thing. I honestly believe that could be a reference to ER. Now he hates on everything, but that is completely false because you also look at some of his videos, like the One Punch Man versus Deadpool series. He praises One Punch Man so hard while showing why Deadpool fucking fails. Even if you don't want to include ER, I've never heard this alt-right must hate all anime or anything like this. I've never heard this argument. This makes like so weird of an argument. It's just like some straw man.
All right. Next point. Let's go.
Yeah. Go.
To this media must.
But how are you guys watching this?
Let it not be said that they understand the words.
Watch together.
All right, now hang on. Back it up. Can we go back and like read some of those tweets? Like, I want to see what.
I was trying to not lose the watch together. Fuck.
Yeah, I mean, y'all can rewind. For some reason, I'm so
hang
laggy.
on.
I can't
Let
rewind.
me have a look.
Y'all rewind. I'm lagging.
Let me see if I can do it. I don't know if this will do it for everyone, but
God damn it, you rewind pretty far.
No, I'm trying to fucking fight. Okay, almost there. Just one more, and then we can get those tweets. All right, hang on.
Our enemies certainly know what their relation to this media must be.
Let it not be said that they... Stop!
There.
All right, okay, what do we got?
Why do right Okay, you want to read it? You
read it. I'm autistic. It'll come out bad.
Well, I'm drunk as hell right now.
Alright, well, it'll be funnier. It'll be funnier if you do it.
Why do right-wing people like anime? Because it rejects Western morality in certain ways. Plato said that we like Plato. Okay, fine. Plato said that we like beauty because it represents.
No, it is Plato.
Oh, whatever. I don't.
No, it's just because we were talking about Plato before with the trap shit.
Oh yeah, we were. Plato said that we like beauty because it represents quality that we lack in our own way of life. Wait, that didn't say. In our own lives, like strength, love, camaraderie, etc. Moe represents
camaraderie.
Moe represents women as a feminine ideal. Unless you ask Rika,
I thought about it.
Well, hang on. Yeah. Hang on. Yeah, because that's a Rika fucking fag question.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
But let's just.
Because here's the thing. Rika is arguing that Moe doesn't represent ideal feminism or femininity.
Yeah, we would need.
He's arguing that it represents ideal autism.
Okay, yeah, but so that's the thing. But what I have to say is, what part of that tweet is wrong? Is my question, because it doesn't actually seem because it is an ideological it is an idealized like caricature of a feminine form, right? That is basically what it is. It's what all anime is, technically. So I don't see why that tweet is... Like, what's the point in showing that tweet? I'm kind of confused.
I mean, if you want to say it rejects Western views, it's not really rejection of Western views. I'd say it's just a different fucking view. It's like...
You mean Eastern views, because they're from the East.
It's just
because
Eastern
the West,
views. It's not rejection of Western.
Because the West idealizes women as well, right? But we just idealize them in a different way to what the East does.
Yeah.
So,
I mean...
what's the next tweet?
Westerner, you think that only the Western views.
Western idealizes fully grown women, and the Eastern idealizes not fully grown.
Okay, what? All right.
I'm not saying it's okay to fuck children. I'm just saying the other people say it's okay.
Okay, so the next tweet is just a meme. So the next tweet is just a meme because I just skipped it. So we'll just skip that because that's just a meme. All right. What do we got? We got 4chan post here. I don't think we need to read all of it, but it looks like the author of Yoga Sinking.
Wait, hold on.
It's a fucking comedy.
Okay, hold on. So I'm a little behind. Give me a moment here. There we go.
All right. The author of Yojo Senki is a fucking commie. That's what?
What?
Oh, that reminds me because of Pedantic's video. Why pretty much saying Yojo Senki is a critique on capitalism.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Why? Because fucking Tanya understands if you play the game, you succeed?
Yes, that's unironically why Pedantic thinks that it's a critique on capitalism. It's like,
wait. Oh my god.
Literally, if you just apply that standard to every anime, thus every anime is a critique on capitalism, even communist anime can be a critique on capitalism.
Right.
I'd say it's more of a critique on communism.
Yeah.
Unknown, who was it? Who was it that we had on like a week ago that talked about how Pedantic actually used to be like right wing and stuff?
Spacey.
Was this before the operation? Was this before the operation?
Yes, it was.
Yes.
But I don't think Pedantic got the offer. I honestly, it's before Pedantic started saying that she was trans and before the THC.
Well, I see. She wasn't willing to go the full way. Then I see how it is.
So it was when she got her daily dose of econ.
All right. Let's see.
Then they should put that thought right out of your head. But they know that culture is a battleground, and they are preparing for the next battle. Right. AnimeGate is nigh inevitable at this point.
Oh.
It seems likely to happen.
You know,
they have to get their protective eyewear for bleach, just in case of bleach.
Okay, here's the thing. I would love AnimeGate to be a thing. At the same time, I don't. Because
it's not going to happen.
I don't want Dean as gay as
here's the
Gamergate.
thing.
Remember that?
The reason why I don't.
It's only gonna.
No.
It's only gonna happen on the Western Front.
No. Here's the thing. The reason why I don't is because it's kind of gay.
Yeah, it's extremely gay.
And the reason why I do is because we're going to get so many great memes. I won't stop laughing ever because of it.
Yeah.
Hello there, fellow Pepperoonies. You want to join Gamergate too?
Weeaboos rise up.
I don't think it's going to happen. And I think Rika made a pretty good point on Twitter. It's because it, like, if it did happen, it would only affect the Western side of things. The Japanese side of things wouldn't give a flying fuck regardless.
That's not true.
Except maybe Reki Kawahara.
Look,
yeah,
Reki Kawahara is still going to write women getting raped. Like, he's not going to stop.
We're not sure about that.
Right.
I hope.
Hey, Janichi, you see these white people complaining about anime, right?
Here's the thing.
I'm trying to masturbate the lollies right now.
This is the one thing I hope. I hope that everyone knows that Riki Kawahara is being more woke. And I want everyone that wants it woke buy the anime, and everyone that doesn't buy it, and we'll see just how profitable it is.
Look, it's not going to change the fact that he's a shitty writer.
First off, we should have a scene where Kirito's about to get raped. Okay, we need some, like a little diversity in here.
I mean, he was a trap.
So that's true.
Let's go.
All right, now I don't know how much longer I'm going to be able to be around for sucking Teary, so let's.
And with conflicts over Goblin Slayer, Shield Hero, and Zombieland Saga scarcely banished from our collective memories, it appears that this will be a fight against the Western anime industry of Crunchyroll and Anime News Network.
Literally, no one cared about Zombieland Saga.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. From what I was told, almost every transgender cared about Zombieland Saga, even though Episode 8 was worse than Episode 9 in almost every objective way possible.
Yeah, no sane person gave a fuck about Zombieland Saga past like Episode 2.
No,
this is true.
But
the Lily's trans. You didn't realize that.
Hey, here's the thing. Episode 8 was decent. Episode 9 was actually pretty good. The rest was shit.
Yeah, I don't really have anything.
No, you had the truck con in Episode 1, and then you had the rap battle in Episode 2.
All right, fine. Those two. The rest
all right,
let's
pull their best guns out immediately.
All right, let's go.
While a number of unfortunate suspects sit by, ready to lead the fight, and, if they're lucky, to make a profit from doing so. This is obviously their actual aim. Let's be clear. They saw how Gamergate worked out for those involved, and they wanted in. Wait, those guys ended up nowhere? Maybe these.
If they are lucky, they're not going to lead the fight if they can't make money.
Did you know Sargon ended up with nowhere with 1 million subscribers?
Yeah, that's what I don't understand. Like, say what you will, right? Say what you will about Gamergate.
The men won Gamergate.
Let's be real here. Like, you can't say that. The people that were involved in Gamergate didn't end up with at least some measure of success from it. Like, they didn't.
No.
I think it went a little to their head. I mean, a little too much to their head.
Well, yeah. Like that's not what I'm arguing. Her argument is that Gamergate went nowhere. Right? That's the argument.
Her argument on Comicsgate's even funnier because saying that went nowhere. Every one of them. Every person involved in Comicsgate got like $300,000 to make their own comic.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, it's not.
Remember, move the needle.
To say that neither of those movements didn't go anywhere is factually inaccurate.
I know. Here's the thing.
Also, like, Gamergate actually accomplished what it set out to do.
Yeah. But listen, Manime Matt's still out there looking for rock, so he couldn't have made that much money.
I mean,
he needs his 2-month-old child to help him move boulders.
Oh my god! Hey, wait! You've already fucked up. You said it's his child.
Oh my god! I'm so sorry,
it's his wife's boyfriend's child. All right, guys.
No, the hilarious thing is he actually has been like recorded saying my wife's kid. Well, my girlfriend's kid. It's great.
That's the Cuts life right there. The Cuts life.
I don't know. What I was saying something, and y'all interrupted me. What were we talking about?
We're talking about how this chick thinks Gamergate didn't go anywhere.
Okay, yeah, that's objectively false because every single person that has got into the fucking Gamergate thing back when it happened, they became exponentially fucking huge. The only one that probably fell off that I still watch is the Amazing Atheist, and it's literally the same reason why I watched Digibro After Dark.
He was always gonna fall off.
Yeah, I know. It's literally the same reason why I watch Digibro After Dark. Is for all the spurg outs. But
like here's the thing: you can argue that these people have fucked up now, but there was a period after Gamergate where shit was pretty fucking golden for a bit. So and considering how long ago Gamergate was. Right,
that was like what 2010-ish.
It was fucking
2014.
9 years ago.
It was fucking ages.
It was
ago.
4 years ago.
But Jim, return home to us and take your throne and lead us to Gamergate 2.
Look, Jim will never come back because the moment he does, he'll just finger his girlfriend again on stream.
Yeah. We're getting off track.
It's retarded to claim this because, like, in every measure, if you want to say they haven't gone anywhere, that is wrong. Because freaking Sargon, if anything, is inside actual politics now.
Well, I mean, if he still had a Patreon, that would have been the small thing.
You can argue the effectiveness of what they're doing and all that shit, but you can't argue that they objectively did not go anywhere.
Listen,
right?
On the Joe Rogan podcast, what other measurement of success is there?
All right.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, the only person who kind of got fucked from it
and you're not a stalker,
is Milo.
I can explain everything.
Okay, yeah, Milo got fucked hard. Okay, let's go though.
And Ethan Ralph caught a felony.
Wait, can I get?
Okay, fuck's sake, keep going, god damn it!
All right, let's go.
Coming Anime Gate may end up less effective than comics.
Did anyone else just notice how he looked down at his script?
Yeah, it said Anime Gate is less effective than Comics Gate. Let's see why.
Would be saying something.
And that's saying something.
Okay, but Anime Gate didn't even happen.
Wait.
There has not been a movement called Anime Gate.
Once again, didn't move the needle / Comics Gate do what it was supposed to do? They fucking made their own.
that's the thing. Comics Gate did succeed because the whole
Mark
point
Waid
of
is getting
Comicsgate-
sued right now for tortious interference because he tried to interfere with what Comicsgate was doing.
Yeah, no, because the point of Comicsgate was not the same as Gamergate. Gamergate's point was about the ethics and the gaming and the fucking all that shit, right? No, Comicsgate was about creating a new market, and they have succeeded in doing that because people are buying their product.
And Move the Needle was about like the core market putting your money where your mouth is. These comics are good. Let's buy them. That's why DC saw exponential growth and Marvel fucking sunk.
And that's the thing, right? So you can't say. So to start with, you can't say that Anime Gate has succeeded more or less because it hasn't happened and it's probably not going to happen, right? So you can't even make the argument that it existed when it didn't. And then secondly, Comicsgate has been objectively successful for everyone involved in it, and it has created a new market that people are buying and supplying.
People are asking what the fuck is Comicsgate.
Okay, so from my understanding, it's basically just a bunch of people that were in the comics industry that branched off to essentially create their own sort of like slice of the market where they are making comics without the political propaganda of like lefty bullshit and all that other stuff. And they're doing well, and good on them.
Oh yeah, they're doing very well.
They decided to make their own internet.
That's honestly exactly what they did. They saw that the industry was fucked, so they made their own industry, and it's working out really well.
He said internet.
Well,
but I'm saying it's the same concept, right? It's make your own fucking shit.
It's just it's possible to make your own comics.
That's basically
them remaking, stealing someone else's video game is them making their own stuff.
Oh yeah, I remember that fucking tweet. It's like, why is everyone complaining that leftist? No wait, it was saying, this new season is far leftist. Yet everyone complains when SJWs don't make their.
I gotta go turn the oven on, so keep going without me, but I'll be back in like just 1 sec.
Although I do think their other thing is kinda legit, but not really, because Pedantic also mentions High Guardian Spice. I'm like, that one's iffy, because it's still technically Crunchyroll making it, And here's the thing. You can say Crunchyroll isn't paying for it all you want. You can say that. But the person that owns it is AT&T, and AT&T is paying for it. It's still, in a way, Crunchyroll paying for it. And Crunchyroll more shames everyone into saying we're only sending all the money besides what we get to live to fucking send to the fucking actual people in Japan. You know, to fund Berserk 2016 and then Berserk 2017.
Oh yeah, that was the thing when they brought up their like exclusive, the shit that they co-produce. I sat there and went, "You're really gonna die on this hill with the Junji Ito collection, Berserk 2016 and Berserk 2017?"
All right,
like weird flex, but okay.
That's like the worst flex you could do.
All right,
I just have one question.
What?
What's High Guardian Spice?
It hasn't come out yet. Here's the thing.
All right.
Here's the thing. When I come out with my video, I have so many tweets and things saved for that video already. It's going to be amazing. But another thing is, I'm watching this anime called Release the Spice, which is literally everything High Guardian Spice was promised, but better.
Yeah, like its opening 5 minutes are gonna beat the shit out of High Guardian Spice.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Let's get back to it.
It must be strictly opposed by the left. After all, Gamergate did play a big role in radicalizing many extremely online people into outright fascists. Though, of course, we needn't
What did I just hear?
Oh, fuck!
Oh my god.
I'm gonna need a citation for that.
No!
That's
that's great.
What?
I'm
confused now.
Hang on. I want you to like name a list of people that were radicalized by Gamergate to become fascists.
Yeah, no. Here's the thing. Here's every like outrageous claim I make in a non-ironic video. I always provide a fucking citation or something, and you will not see this throughout the video. And that is the terrible thing.
Like I have seen no proof that Gamergate led to people becoming more fascist.
No.
There is zero evidence.
I don't believe that because I'm sure maybe a few did, but to say or like a majority or anything like that, even I would say even 20% would be extremely generous. Even 5%.
Like you know, Necro, he's pretty fascist, you know.
Necro's pretty fascist.
Like, I'm thinking back, and it's like, only 3 or 4 people that were really involved in Gamergate were even on the right wing.
Didn't they isn't it statistically proven that Gamergate was majority left wing? Didn't they actually do
that one's actually a little iffy because like they're talking about Kotaku in action, where Gamergate started on V, which is Chan.
Well, that's true, but I think it was still a pretty wide-reaching survey though. So, and it's the only data we have really. So I guess you kind of have to. But from what I understood from that data it was a majority like. Somewhat even, actually, but I think slightly more left-leaning.
How can anything start on V?
Because V, honestly, V has so many great trolling stories, and this is the time. And literally, Gamergate kind of started as trolling.
All right, let's get back to it.
Shouldn't ally with the companies involved either. Only the unfortunate people caught in the crossfire.
Does that mean Crunchyroll?
Yes.
Probably. Let's keep going.
But this brings me to a central question. How should the left relate to anime and its associated communities?
It's actually pretty easy for the left to associate with anime. I explained it a little before, though. Let's go.
Many leftists I've talked to simply accept the alt-right's positions. That anime is an inherently right-wing medium, that Japan
It's not.
Like, literally, the alt-right hates it just as much.
No, that's
He spends the rest of this entire video explaining that it's not inherently, so I don't think we need to argue that it's not either.
Yeah, I know. I mean, like, Zeria spends so long saying it's not inherently alt-right. and it just makes this claim that it is inherently alt-right.
Let me sit back.
It makes no goddamn sense.
It's not inherently left or right. This would be like saying that art in of itself is inherently one way or the other, when it entirely depends on the person that's creating it.
Here's the thing. I wouldn't say inherently, but I would say majority would be left, and that's only by the most vague meaning of left. If you want to say everything's political, if you are going under the basis that everything is political, then it is majority. I'd say about 90% is left.
And you also have to take into consideration what is considered left and right in Japan.
Also,
yeah, true. That
I would say socially, aside from a couple of anime a season, it does lean towards social conservatism.
And that is probably reflective of the fact that a shitload of Japanese people are social conservatives.
Well, it's also reflecting the fact that a lot of their media laws, like the fact that it's literally against the law.
This is kind of the core issue with people like Zeria, is they see everything from an American perspective, and I fucking encounter this shit all the time when I argue with people, is they're constantly viewing everything from an American left-right dichotomy lens, rather than stopping for a minute and going, hang on a minute, maybe Japan has its own politics and its own fucking shit. And so maybe it's not a one-to-one apples comparison.
I'm gonna spoil you for a second. Later on, he goes on to say it is American politics because Japan's politics were forced onto them by America.
Oh, fuck that.
That's why Japan is still heavily collectivist.
Here's the
There's
thing,
politics outside of America?
Okay, here's the thing. We did force some of our stuff onto Japan. Like, we made the mistake of giving their women's rights.
But here's the thing, right? They might have done it at the time, but shit's evolved since then, and they have created their own fucking shit.
You know, Zaria's right. We did civilize those savages on the island.
Like, they've done a pretty good job of mixing American individualism with Asian culture.
You know, Zeria is 100%. You know, I've started to like Zeria's position.
Maybe this Zeria person has a point.
No, Zeria's calling all Japanese people savages.
Right. All right. Let's keep going.
A reactionary hellhole, far more misogynistic, sexist, and queer-phobic than the oh-so-venerable West. And that, as a result, leftists simply shouldn't consume Japanese culture.
I mean, I would be okay with that, but whatever.
You'd assume that self-proclaimed leftists
sounds
wouldn't
like a great place to live.
just accept fascists at their word. After all, if you do so for too long, you'll end up dead in a fucking ditch.
Okay.
What the
fuck?
There's so much wrong with that. Accept fascists at their word. Have you ever seen the anime community? Do you know how often we call each other out and stuff like that?
That's just that.
Into the room.
Honestly, Japan has a lot of shit to work on before it needs to work on gay rights, like acknowledging the rape of Nanking.
What I don't understand. What I want to know is what fucking definition of fascism they're using, because
they never explained that.
When are they gonna recognize the Armenian genocide? Come on.
Well, no, because it just sounds.
Are we talking about the Young Turks now?
No, stop. We're getting distracted. Well, no, because what I don't understand is like, what definition of fascism are you using? Are you using the definition that is like anything slightly to the right is fascist, or are you using
that's what they're using.
I would assume that's what they're using, but like you should be using the correct term for fascism and not some fucking bullshit.
I don't know, like what's it called? I remember like one thing of Shonen Rojin, their fucking definition of fascism, where they pretty much say you can't have fascism. Let me find my comment. Fascism isn't inherently racist, although it does say if you disagree with us, you will be put to death. It isn't usually. It is just that it's usually racist to want fascism. That's what I said on their comment, because they said fascism is inherently racist, thus it can't be moral or something like that. And I'm like, okay, here's the thing. It can't be moral for completely different reasons.
Yeah, I was about to say, the fact that fascism requires literally just taking away most of the rights that are inherent.
Yeah, I'm just like
this is what I hate. Is there are perfectly legitimate arguments to like you can destroy fascism pretty fucking easily, but these people are so stupid. They try to go for all of these crazy lefty fucking arguments because they make up their own definitions, and it's like god damn it. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep.
All right,
keep fucking hell.
But well, look at the Twitter reaction to this video's title. So,
here we go.
let me be clear. For as much as the right ignores reality...
Should we find the Twitter reaction?
Nah.
I was gonna show my tweet.
I was hoping that they'd show some on
I thought
screen,
it was going to. I was
right.
gonna show my tweet and all of the things that happened after that, because that one got around pretty far. Because I was probably one of the first people that quote tweeted it. Because I remember, like, I got DM'd it like less than a minute after that tweet happened.
Acting as if Japan is a safe haven, free of the SJW scourge, my attentions here are turned towards many members of the left. By accepting that Japanese works are necessarily weird and backwards due to their supposed lack of struggle, they end up infantilizing and depoliticizing an entire nation, which is, like any other, political on all fronts.
They're depoliticizing a place that is 100% political.
Yo.
Okay,
Yeah,
wait.
listen,
Get
all
that,
anime
get that,
political.
get
How
that,
dare they be
political, but still.
Wait, if it's inherently political, how can you depoliticize it?
Again, this is a case of them. What they just did was say a whole lot of shit without actually saying a whole lot of shit.
I don't think
Like, they used a lot of. They're using a lot of those fancy words, right, to try and.
So we can play that back and dissect it again. Because for some reason I can't rewind.
Alright, let's try from there.
Due to their supposed lack of struggle, they end up infantilizing and depoliticizing an entire nation, which is, like
I think it needs to be a little more back.
Wait.
Hang on.
Does this bitch know what infantilizing means?
I don't think it does.
My here are turned towards many members of the left.
No.
By accepting that Japanese works are necessarily weird and backwards due to their supposed lack of struggle, they end up infantilizing and depoliticizing an entire nation, which is, like any other, political on all fronts.
Okay, I understand what Zeria is trying to say now. Saying that here's a long time ago, you used to say "lol Japan" and just be that weird thing. And Zeria saying all those "lol Japan" moments is 100% political, and they're making a statement against what they believe.
Oh, Japan!
Remember those
those wacky Japs?
Remember those back when 2002 when Japan was that LOL Japan moment?
No, but here's the thing though, those wacky Japan things is part of what makes Japan, right? It's part of
Yes, I also used to watch Attack of the Show.
Oh man,
it's part of the charm almost.
Here's the thing: I loved those Japan memes a long time ago. The WTF Japan. No, I'm sure Know Your Meme has a WTF Japan article.
Probably do.
Because here's the thing: WTF Japan was a huge meme for all the really weird shit that they would produce. And Zeria's trying to say that that's a political statement, every single one of them. And I'm like, no.
LOL, girls' panties and vending machine.
That's
I guess every joke. I guess memes are all political.
Don't you know?
You know? Okay, fine. If you want to say that plot of what Zeria says, if everything's political, then saying everything that all Japan has done is a political statement is in itself redundant. And thus, the LOL Japan applies because there's no, whatchamacallit, if you can't say, well, it's political, thus it should be taken seriously. Well, everything's political, and not everything should be taken seriously, so an LOL Japan should apply, and thus it shouldn't be taken seriously.
Well, first off, it's not political when it involves my politics, sir.
Right, let's keep going.
And that is the thesis.
What the heck?
Oh, you'll see what the drink is later in the video. That drink later is like, I don't know, around 20-minute mark. That is actually just liquid communism. you'll find a bottle of...
Oh, yeah, that was the picture I posted on Twitter, yeah.
Yeah, you'll...
What
Zeria pulls out what that liquid is. It's just communism inside a bottle. It has a bottle with a communist symbol on it.
Okay, this is just a production thing, but did she have to use that take where the fucking cup is shaking on the saucer?
Whatever.
Because it's annoying as shit.
Also, I'd love to read the nutritional information on that bottle of communism.
Here's
I'm
the
going to
thing.
assume it's going to be pretty fucking low.
I know. Here's the thing. Communism has lots of blood, but it doesn't have any food. That's why she's drinking it.
Alright, anyway.
So it's accurate.
This is even more bitter than last time.
It's supposed to be, with her saying bitter and stuff like that, it's supposed to be the bitter red pill.
Okay.
Okay, I don't understand the point of the. I don't understand the point of that whole section.
Okay, as I was saying, it's supposed to be the bitter red pill, but communism style. What it's supposed to be saying right now is saying like, you may not like it at first, but it is the truth, and you have to accept it one way or another. We're gonna get through this. That is literally what the statement is.
It was stupid. Let's continue.
The people who often proudly call themselves the anti-anime left poison any attempt to create a proper leftist relation to media.
Well, yeah.
That's almost like the point of it. But here's the thing. I say if you see my channel, I make fun of both the left and the right.
Yeah, it's almost like they're both stupid.
I fucking.
But anyway, it's been good.
No,
but
it's not that I am a big boy centrist. It's just that I don't I just don't like people knowing my real political ideals. Except
but anyway,
this video's gonna be hilarious.
It's been good. It's been good. It's been fun. We've had some guests, but I'm gonna have to head out and get some fucking food in me. But it was a good chat. So my name's Necro the Perv. I'm on Twitter. You can find me there. I'm in the Lewd Gamer Discord. I'm in the AO Discord, and
and now
I'm around.
The Unknown Otaku Discord.
But are you a pervert? I'm not sure.
A little bit. I mean, if you see the shit that I post in Lewd chats, possibly. But anyway, I'll catch y'all later.
All right, see ya. Now here's the thing. I want people to join the Discord because I have a goal. Mother's Basement has 1,000 people in his Discord while being almost 1 million subs. I only have 6,000 or 7,000 subs, and I have a little over 300. I want to beat him in Discord Discord people than he has in the.
But don't you have to pay to get in his Discord?
No, what I'm saying.
No, you don't. He gets that dedicated 1,000 right there. 1%. Dedicated 1%.
No, I'm saying the funniest thing about it is him having 1 million subs and he can't even get 1,000 people to fucking join his own Discord about him. And I could get more than him. That would be the funniest shit ever.
He could possibly whore out his girlfriend at Discord. Probably get some more followers in there.
Oof.
I mean,
he has a girlfriend?
Let's just remind Zeria that the best communist tea is across the street. I mean, down the road, not across the street.
Oof. All right, let's go. I'm gonna press play.
Wait, can I get the watch together link?
Wait, you don't have it?
No, I don't.
Okay, let me send it to you real fast.
It's in the corner.
All right.
Thing.
Where are we at right now?
Where did I set it? There we go. Oh, let me find you. Holy shit, we just got a lot of people join.
Just to fuck with Mother's Basement?
Yeah. If y'all want to mute it, I don't mind. I add everyone whenever I upload or do whatever.
Trying to get that goal.
I don't know. I'm not super fond of dislike bombing the videos, but I am surprised.
Your shit, and I can't find you. Just DM me so I can find it faster. So I can, do it.
I'm just surprised that Zeria's video hasn't been like disliked to hell and back.
I'm honestly surprised by that as well.
You would think the anime outsiders would have done that already.
Wait.
Freaking
because it's only got like it's
Anthony,
still
whatever.
Got
are you gonna DM me?
I DM'd it to him.
Oh, you did? Okay, good. Did he join yet?
Or not? Or I sent it to him.
I
on
showed
the,
you my link. Please respond.
You and your fucking memes. All right, should we go?
Yes.
What's the time set at again?
It's at 4:22. Here's the thing: if you join the freaking thing, it should automatically be there.
No, I tried to join. It keeps kicking me out of the chat every time I join. So I'm watching it on like another device.
Oh, you're on the phone, aren't you?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I don't have my computer with me.
I'm saying,
so it's
wow, because my headset is now electrocuting me and it tastes kind of nice. But whatever.
I've had stuff like that happen.
Nah, but unironically, it is electrocuting.
All right, let's keep going.
Yes, the leftist boogeyman is real.
Just to say that.
Right, let's go back, because I have no idea what was just said.
Yeah, someone else, can you rewind? I can't.
Oh, I mean, I'd imagine what was just said.
This is even more bitter than last time.
Wait, is that near automata music he's disgracing?
Yes.
Same tea. Okay. Gosh darn. The people who often proudly call themselves the anti-anime left poison any you believe. We want to win, to take over the world.
Skipped literally what it was saying. Stop.
What tea did you use? Same tea. Okay.
Literally, why did he leave this?
The people who often proudly call themselves the anti-anime left poison any attempt to create a proper leftist relation to media. Because, yes, the leftist boogeyman is real, though not nearly as successful as the right would have you believe.
What?
I mean...
I don't know what he just said. He said so many things that made no sense.
You just too
like was that just...
understand these universe brain takes.
5 non sequiturs while I was still dumbfounded that he left the T thing in?
I mean, here's the thing.
Otaku.
What?
Do you mean to show the video on the stream?
I am doing. Oh shit! I forgot to display. Sorry.
Oh my god.
Again. No, I mean, here's the thing. It's only been like that for like a minute or so. I don't know. Yeah, sorry. I put it back to normal.
Okay.
Thanks for reminding me. If that ever happens again, remind me again. I'm a little too,
I'm just sitting there. Why would you leave that T segment in? You jump cut immediately after it.
Here's the thing. I already explained what the T set's supposed to represent, and it's fucking stupid.
Yeah, but it's stupid.
But yeah,
it
here's the thing.
Work.
Here's the thing. If the point that she was making was good, then the T segment would be good. But the point she's making isn't good, so the T segment is actually bad. But so because Zeria thinks it's good, thus it should be in.
Listen,
But
if this video was comprised of actually good things, it wouldn't exist at all.
You have a point.
Then we definitely wouldn't be doing this.
The tea is a drug for nonsense hot takes.
That's true. All right, let's go.
I thought the T was an allegory for period blood.
No, that's actually the Kill la Kill Senketsu suit.
Honestly, that wouldn't surprise me.
That's actually kind of that makes a lot of sense. Actually,
just wait until my Kill la Kill video that's coming out. I love my tweet I made. Kill la Kill is about a 17-year-old girl learning her sexuality with her sister and mother to fight fascism in space.
Hey, I read that, Daljinchi.
That's just different.
Wait, that's unironically what the series is about. How is that?
It's just hilarious. Like, literally Kill la Kill. Like, I was going to parody it, but then I watched it again, and I'm like, you can't parody it more than it already makes fun of itself.
It was already. The whole series
message.
was like a gag thing to begin with.
Do it again?
That's why it's like the one good Trigger series, other than Little Witch.
No, I love Trigger Studios just because you'll see why in the show. I do talk about Trigger Studios at the beginning. Whatever, let's go.
We want to win, to take over the world.
We're super serious, guys.
We gotta take over the web.
We
Man.
We are the postmodern neo-Marxists that they are so afraid of.
What?
I don't.
Okay, you're putting a lot of words together that I'm pretty sure you don't know the meaning of.
Here's the thing.
Everyone's afraid of it because it's some of the worst ideology anyone's ever heard of.
It's not. You're not even afraid of it. We just make fun of it.
Yeah. If we were afraid of it, we wouldn't be mocking it.
Here's the thing. We fucking mock it all the time, and we show why it's wrong as well. But whatever. I mean, like, I'm not even going to get into the postmodernism, whatever.
Good, because, like,
I don't feel like
too many people...
a lot of time describing
the
sky as blue.
So, we cannot give up an entire nation's media or the communities that
Well, fuck you too.
consume it. Anime is good, folks.
Get his face out!
Kill it with fire!
Hold on.
Don't
This is worse
give
than
it to the chuds.
jump scare.
Fortunately, many members of the anime left are building the spaces for agitation that we need. But it's not enough.
Wait,
Allowing
did he
the
say spaces
alt-right
for agitation that we need?
I don't... Wait, actually, I don't know what they're trying to say. I usually...
What? I thought the anime left was doing the exact opposite.
Can you explain that? I may have drank a little too much to understand
that. Keep playing and see if he actually explains that, because that makes no fucking sense.
Yeah, I don't think it does.
To claim anime
Without any context, I don't think it makes sense.
as their own, to act as if it's naturally theirs due to the Japanese being inherently traditional. And if we are to do so, we cannot give up an entire nation's media or the community that consume it.
Did that just jump cut or?
No, I rewinded it just a little bit.
Okay.
If we accept that Japan is naturally right-leaning, then we will give up an entire nation's media.
That is hilarious.
Oh my god.
He's literally saying, if it doesn't fit my politics, we will give up all forms of
We
media.
can't have those fucking jazz be nationalistic.
Oh yeah, that's actually an argument inside
Oh,
there.
yeah, I was about to say, give it time, we'll be making fun of that too.
Yeah.
Anime is good, folks. Don't get
again.
Okay,
Please,
here's
not
the
again.
thing. You're
Oh
right.
god!
No,
Not again. Play the video so we can.
No. Here's
Play the video. Get that face out of here.
give it to the chud.
Okay, there. Okay, here's the thing, Zeri. You're
You
not
said give it
wrong.
to the
Anime
chuds.
is good. You're completely correct. But at the same time, it can still be right-leaning. And as well as Japan in a whole can still be right-leaning. This all is not contradictory. It doesn't matter what politics it is. It can still be good. You're not providing...
Can I just bring up that his face looks like he just found out that glory holes exist?
Oh yeah, by the way, you'll
Just
never
so
see an
excited to be
argument
part of
in
it.
here that I remember, or it's either so stupid of an argument, we'll find out later, that being right is wrong.
It is. Well, he does say that.
No, he says it, but he doesn't provide an argument for why it is.
As we know, being right is wrong.
Well, you know, that's kind of the thing.
Clearly don't have the intellect to understand such a complex argument.
Listen,
You know, that's
I
kind of the
can't. You
thing
just have
with
a big brain like me.
like our generation and fucking left-wing politics is they've never had to explain it, so they've never had to form an argument.
Listen, as we know from later on in the video, being a woman who also has a lot of money is actually wrong because and anti-feminist, because any form of classism at all is evil and anti-feminist.
Like, whatever, this dude's probably gonna get caught raping someone.
This is, you know, that's so true. And that's a sad thought, and I'm like, I can't deny it. That to see on those kind of articles, this is exactly that person.
Yeah.
Oh man, alright, I'm gonna open the window.
Yeah, hit play.
Fortunately, many members of the anime left are building the spaces for agitation that we need, but it's not enough. allowing the alt-right to claim anime as their own, to act as if it's naturally theirs due to the Japanese being inherently traditionalist, is just bad praxis that forfeits an entire ground for propagandizing.
It still doesn't fucking make sense.
No. Here's the thing. It forfeits the ground.
We forfeit an entire area for propaganda.
Yeah, I know. I honestly, that's what I was about to point out. Zeria unironically just said we need to propagandize the fucking anime.
Hey, it's not Zeria, it's Goebbels Jr.
I thought it was Monsters Nose Jim.
No, it's Goebbels Jr.
Zeria just unironically said anime is for propaganda.
Yeah, I know. He's a fucking retard.
Anime?
Here's the thing. This is why I don't fucking whatchamacallit. I didn't respond to it because I don't even know where to begin with this. It is so fucking bad. It makes no sense. I had a script for what I thought it was going to be, and it wasn't anywhere coherent to what I thought it was going to be, so I had to scrap that script because this actually turned out so much worse than I thought.
I think this one's almost bad for pulling an EFAT because every point is just I can't even what? Like, it's fucking stupid.
I feel my IQ is actively lowering.
All right, let's press play.
And in practice,
what?
Like 40 minutes.
We're not going to go that long.
Anti-anime sentiment is a symptom of a broader racist othering. One that not only hampers our ability to relate to culture, but hurts many marginalized people. Though for that discussion, let's move into a slightly more intellectual headspace.
Oh?
I promise.
Okay, hold up.
First time in this video.
This is one of the things that annoys me more than anything. He creates an out group and then talks about people creating out groups.
Don't
just let it happen.
It's like rape. Just let it happen.
I'll slide it right into you.
So we're doing an ASMR video now.
This is just letting it happen with Zeria.
Just letting it happen with Zeria.
Look, don't worry that the drink tastes funny. Don't worry about it.
Trans penis.
You mean her boy clit?
All right, I don't know this boy.
Being inherently traditionalist is just bad praxis that forfeits an entire ground for propagandizing. And in practice, this anti-anime sentiment is a symptom of a broader racist othering. One that not only hampers our ability to relate to culture, but hurts many marginalized people.
Okay, so it said that it's racist because we don't prop minorities and other marginalized people. How?
It's also racist because we're not using anime to create propaganda for America.
That is unironically what this argument is. It's anime is being inherently racist for not putting minorities first, which is inherently racist in itself.
I can't believe an island nation composing of 98% Japanese
well, to be fair,
don't have much minorities in it.
Okay, no. Here, to be fair with Zeria, racism is power plus privilege. And hold on, we know this.
Good job.
We know this to be true because all black people complain about racism while all whites don't. And we know this because the superior race has no reason to complain about racism when coming from a lower class.
Wait, wouldn't that make Asian superior?
Yeah, that would actually.
Yes.
Just let it happen.
I mean, the IQ test proves it.
The unknown taku.
Yeah, but his IQ test wouldn't prove it.
Are we sure they aren't just misspelling all right?
Again, I don't think
anime.
But considering he has a race unto himself, I don't know. I guess he would be an outlier within every.
Oh man, conservatism equals far right for no reason.
Look, his race
I
is
find it strange
obviously
that Black
disaster.
Panther, a movie set in Africa, does not have enough diversity of other races in it.
To be
What is
fair,
up with this?
there's no such thing as a kangaroo American.
How dare you, sir? I feel offended.
That, Aussie.
I will say, white privilege exists. You can call me honky, and I won't give a fuck.
I don't think that proves white privilege. White privilege exists, but in a way of it's whatchamacallit. It's so minor. It's almost
it's my ability to say thanks for the warning, officer. And hi, Dad.
And anything is more what's it called?
Remember that Boondocks episode where it's like, watch where you're walking.
If anything, it's
wait a
more
minute,
of,
I'm
it's
white.
not white privilege. It's majority race privilege. If anything, and that is so incredibly minor. It completely is dwarfed by capital or money. Like how much your status wealth wise. That completely dwarfs literally everything else.
Yeah.
Don't you know a homeless white person has it way better than a billionaire black person?
I love.
I mean, because that homeless white person isn't married to Beyonce.
We have 123 viewers right now.
Yeah, I'm very.
Oh God,
correct.
what are they doing with their lives?
It was at 150 for a while.
Yeah, I know. Let's first play.
Though for that discussion,
I mean, her face would have made me leave too.
Slightly more.
I just love the fact that if no one told you, there's no way you could actually think that this person's not a dude.
There's no way. Yeah,
this is not. Wait, he's not a dude.
I'm pretty sure he's Pat. It's Pat.
It's what?
It's Pat. That's a fucking. I'm trying to remember when that was a Saturday Night Live skit.
No, it's just
but it was literally a skit about people who could be either one. Like it's either a very ugly dude or a very ugly chick.
That's a ugly and chick don't go well together.
All right, let's press play.
More intellectual headspace. I promise I won't use too many big words.
Oh shoot, please.
Here's the thing,
Oh,
even
please.
if you don't use big words, you still use small words that you don't understand.
I was about to say he was getting confused by some very easy
I
words.
love the fast wave aesthetic he got going on.
Yeah.
Part 1. Wacky Orientalism.
That sounds racist, but whatever.
Capitalist.
Look, my IQ point.
The
My
comments I
IQ just jumped by 10 points.
received on Twitter.
Ruining all this nice background music with his actual weird thoughts and terrifyingly cringy voice.
And what the fuck is this filter?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Someone play Careless
Wait,
Whisper.
are we watching Digibur After Dark?
Yeah, I know. I thought that as well.
Immediately.
It says,
What is this soy and purple
It says,
filter?
don't insult futas like that in chat. I mean, should we?
We didn't. We said he's a.
Are we going to have a Futopia
I hear a
versus
sad
Stratno
retro
state
out there.
argument again?
He's more of a man.
Look, he would obviously be an incel if he didn't decide to,
No, he's worse than an incel. He's further than an incel. He became female because he got too tired of being.
It was all that virgin rage.
Well, why would you get rid of your?
I'm a Jew. They're turning the freaking frogs gay. Ah!
It's like
Look, getting rid of virgin rage is a sin.
It's what gives me my power.
It's the only way to counter menstrual rage.
No,
you want me to give up my power?
Here's the thing. No, here's the thing. As TFM says, testosterone is the hormone of the gods.
Wait, what was the hormone of the gods?
I mean, it's a hell of a drug.
Wait, what's the hormone of the
testosterone?
Oh, okay.
All right.
Yeah, like I said,
Zeus had it. He couldn't stop boning every woman he saw.
Virgins, raise your hand and give me my power to
Wait, did
smite
you just
this
assume
fox.
they were women?
What I said, Zeus.
No, I'm just joking. Zeus banged anything, even sheep, trees, whatever.
There was only
Except
there
for
was
Hera.
only one person I can think of who he didn't bang.
His wife.
No.
No, he banged her too.
Okay, two.
His wife was basically a cuck queen.
Two. I think her name was Psyche.
Okay, let's go. I don't want to get into Greek mythology. Greek mythology, while fun in its own right, and how Zeus bangs literally anything that moves,
The
and even
biggest
stuff
man
that
born in
doesn't move, he
existence.
still bangs. But it's just hilarious.
No, ancient mythology is that way.
All right, let's go.
Well, they knew the truth.
Like, dude, start looking up Shinto. It's fucking weird.
Yeah, true. All right,
Shinto?
You got to start. I mean,
Upon announcing this video's title are quite enlightening as we move into this discussion of how anti-anime sentiment is harmful. The Nazis, of course, came out in full force, and the veiled...
The Nazis came at full force. You know, okay, there was about 7 of us that were the most prominent. Me, Necro, 2 people that Necro retweeted. Not even ER, by the way.
Anime outsiders.
Yeah, anime out. Okay, well.
Okay, so one Nazi.
Here's the thing, I can't speak for anime outsiders because I unironically can't tell.
Okay, no, he just needs his hat. He forgot to wear his blue hat, so everyone got pissed at him.
No. Okay, anime outsiders. I love him, man. They're fucking amazing. As in hilarious and just like everything, but I honestly can't tell their real political opinions. I honestly think they might.
Hey, don't call them virgins because then they get really mad.
Is that true?
I'm so mad. Don't you know how much mad pussy I get? Tell him, Cody.
Is that unironic?
I'm so mad. I'm gonna beg my girlfriend so I won't be mad.
Cody sits in the back. He's like, "Yeah, I can testify. I was there when it happened." A what?
I got the thing recorded, bro.
What the fuck?
I watch it every day when I get home from work.
Oh. Despite all my rage, I am still just a spurg in a cage.
Oh man, I love anime outsiders. Their tweets are hilarious.
I have no mouth, but I must scream.
All right, let's go.
Enough to make this entire project worthwhile. There's little better than Nazi spamming anime.
No.
The truth is, anime was all right from the start.
No.
And before alt-right is Nazi, everything that Chairman Mayo is Nazi. Everything.
Oh my god! What?
This is unironically just a troll.
Yeah, that has to be a fucking troll.
Of course it is.
First of all, I'd rather be a Nazi than Chairman Mao, who has a death count of 60 million.
So,
conservative guess.
Yeah, right on this.
Not exactly why.
Mao is a Nazi is literally a troll making fun of people who are far leftist. That is 100%, and she's actually saying this is a Nazi.
Oh my god.
This is unironically.
Someone get Arwoosh on this show.
This is unironically
Right,
a troll.
Keep going, because I know it gets better.
Yeah, hold on.
Who the fuck rewinded like a minute?
Hold on.
Display was frankly enough to make this entire project worthwhile. There's little
Be the only
better
part of the
than
project
Nazi
worthwhile.
spamming
This
anime
project
girls
is
in
enough
education.
for it.
Yeah.
After all, who can deny the comic?
It's just, this is literally just images. A Make America Great Again hat.
I'd watch.
Oh my god!
And it's too.
Does this bitch not know memes?
No, leftists can't meme. This is unironic.
Unironically true.
Genius of having a generic seasonal waifu saying, "Burn the degenerates."
I
Wait,
can't tell
where's
if it's
that?
being sarcastic
Burn the
or not.
degenerate. What the burn the fuck? I can't talk anymore. Fuck.
Girls in
Okay,
SS uniform.
Okay, let's see where that is.
After all,
because
who can deny?
it not there. hashtag anime right is having more fur than you. I think it means fun. I unironically think that's just fun. Is having more fun than you, and that is still true. And there still doesn't show burn the degenerates as Zeria is claiming.
Deny the comic genius of having a generic seasonal waifu saying "burn the degenerates." Common theme among these.
It just doesn't.
Is he being sarcastic, or is he admitting that it's actually hilarious?
Press G to gas.
I'm guessing he's being sarcastic.
Press G in the chat. Can we get a G in chat? Let's see how many G's there are in chat. Actually, you can play it. I'm gonna look at the chat.
They're not coming in yet. Just give it a minute or two. One.
All right, fine. I'm gonna play for a second.
Implies is the idea that anime is one of the few places free from politics, whereas us greedy SJWs have stuck our gender and race-tainted hands all over every other aspect of common media today.
Thank you for admitting it. Holy shit, that's a lot of G's.
Wait, shit.
There's 120 people in here. Of course, it's gonna be a lot of G's.
What the fuck?
Everyone.
That just looks so wrong.
Everyone spam Kappa in chat.
How the hell are these cuts? Do these cuts act like white knights, but yet they look like they would rape someone in a blink of an eye?
Well, 90% of the time they do.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I was about to say, have you not paid attention?
Exclusive.
Well, first off, Zeria is just jealous of their natural vagina.
They're not mutual. In fact, most would say they're coexistent.
Gillette, lie to me.
Here's the thing. I have a script for that Gillette commercial, but I don't feel like doing it. And it's not even saying, "Oh my God, Gillette SJW bad" or anything like that. It's actually how artistic that fucking video is on an artistic level to teach what perspective is and show why you can say that commercial is promoting the alt-right without being wrong.
Boys just being boys. Boys just being boys.
I have a script, but I'm usually like on the back burner. It's like, do I really want to do it?
Do it.
No, I don't think it'd trend anymore.
All right, let's
the nose.
Actually, I'm going to look at chat for a second because I see everyone mass typing stuff.
Everyone's just spamming images of like a smiley face with a big nose.
I didn't even know that fucking emote existed. That is hilarious.
Just keep spamming it. That's amazing.
I didn't even know that emote existed. What the fuck is that? Full moon face?
Well, I thought this was a leftist podcast. I didn't know there was Nazis in the chat.
I mean, that person whoever made that fighter fucking sucks. What the fuck? Strength 10, Dex 10?
No, why? Because not is even hilarious because he went Japanese goblin. That's his fucking emote with a giant nose. I fucking died.
It's chipmunk.
Alright, I'm gonna press play.
Including games and comics. They're wrong on the anime itself, but they've got a point about the community. In the past couple of years, leftists in those spaces have done a good job at showing up, contesting them, and, in some ways, trying to prevent them from planting their seed in the fertile breeding ground that is nerd culture. Anime communities have not had that, at least not to the degree that they need to.
Wait, what?
Hold on. Nerd culture, fertile breeding ground. Pick one.
Those do not go together.
Hey man, you got all those just rich chubby white girls. You know how it goes.
Nerd culture.
Is there a coffee strike this stream? But yeah.
I would definitely private the stream until you make until you
anime
move it over.
fertile women.
Nah, I'm not gonna try it.
One of these things aren't like the other.
Because if Zeria copies,
I mean, I think they mean a fertile breeding ground of neg hole pausing.
No. Here's the thing: if Zeria does copy strike it, I know quite a few people that can get in touch with Keemstar. No, I'm just joking.
I mean,
I know.
There's also the fact that you could really just challenge it and fuck them over.
Yeah, I know. I could. I do have enough.
Hey, we know a few hackers, and we could have a really bad time. Just behave yourself there.
Now I'm joking about the Keemstar thing, but what I do unironically know is some pretty big people that would definitely raise some spook about this, though. Oh man, that would be fun.
Which is great because I added pedantic when we started the stream.
Seriously, you did?
Yes.
All right.
This is a space full of alienated young people,
you aren't backing
and
up your
we can't
boy.
give
What's
that
going
up.
on?
Of course, the biggest anime convention in the world was founded by a guy who got arrested for throwing Molotov cocktails.
What?
What?
I didn't hear. No, I unironically didn't even hear what Zeria said. I'm replaying that.
Contesting them, and in some ways,
Because I hate this fucking audio filter.
trying to prevent them from planting their seed in the fertile breeding ground that is nerd culture. Anime communities have not had that, at least not to the degree that they need to. This is a space full of alienated young people, and we can't give that up. Of course, the biggest anime convention in the world was founded by a guy who, got arrested.
Okay, till the founders of Comiket. No, I had to burp, sorry. Got arrested when he was young for participating in leftist movements and throwing Molotov.
Okay, he did not get arrested for participating in leftist movements. He got arrested for throwing Molotov cocktails.
Yeah, I know.
Big fucking difference.
No, look, he's trying to simulate Bloodborne.
I mean, this is really dumb. It's like saying, "Oh, I got arrested
Trying
for
to summon your
leftist
inner
movements."
Gopnik.
No, you got arrested for killing someone. No, that was a leftist movement.
Only
So wait, was he a
murder.
part of?
Don't.
So wait, was he a part of the movement,
That's
or
what
was
the
he?
boomers taught me.
This is unironically just the argument that violence is okay if we do it.
Listen, those millennials and their fancy gadgets, they don't understand how to interact with people. They're degenerates, unlike our generation.
They're too
which
busy
only
eating
caused
avocado
the biggest
toast.
drug addiction society in history. Come on, guys.
Hey, man, I remember Woodstock.
Come on, that war on drugs was totally winning.
All right, you want to press play final? Let's go.
Arrested for throwing Molotov cocktails, and Comic-Con sure as hell can't say that, but you know.
Yeah, Comic-Con doesn't want to say that. Why would Comic-Con want their leader to be arrested for throwing shit at riots?
Yeah,
Man, Comic-Con, you're such pussies. Why can't you
people.
just murder somebody?
I just don't know what his point in bringing this up
I
is.
don't even know either. It's like
I don't know.
No, I
Weird
think,
flex,
no,
but
no,
okay.
No. I think yeah, weird flex, but okay. I think that plus the other thing. I think the point is that they are founded by anime leftists, and look at how left they are. They're so left that they will break the law. I think that was the point.
It's so hard to tell because he's so monotone. I can't tell when he's making a joke or his impassioned belief or something.
All right, this is what you call anime journalism. Because here's the thing: Pedantic says journalism is dead, and the only people that can do it correctly are Zeria, Pedantic, and other fellow leftists.
Yeah, no, I
If
think
I use any
Pedantic
emotion,
is
I might
legit
intimidate
said
my
that he
audience.
I get CNN on it.
There are, in fact, I think tweets from Pedantic where he says he wishes he could write as good as Zeria.
Yeah, pretty much.
You got some low standards there,
sad.
Pedantic. You got some low-ass standards there, Bo.
Here's the thing. I remember Pedantic going after Digibro for that Arrow Manga Sensei stream and whatnot. And Pedantic does a complete takedown of it. And, Pedantic doesn't even argue the core point of Digi's video. It's like, okay, you can be right in this one tiny arbitrary thing about whether or not they put effort into it. You can be right about that. Digi still correct.
Into the drawing the food, guys. Come on.
No, Digi is still correct in that they put all that effort into that show instead of doing it into a different show that they could have used. And it's like, you didn't argue that point, which could actually be argued. There's actually...
Not gonna lie, that show is hilarious, though.
Yeah, I know. But there is...
I don't think it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I know. There is an argument against Digi's thing, and he couldn't, or she couldn't even think of it. And it's just like one of those things, like, why? It was so easy to knock down, and you went with the weakest argument ever.
I like this. Someone commented, Zeria's just jealous he never got to throw the Molotov.
Mazel tov.
Oh my god.
Let's just go.
Is that gonna be how they have their Jewish wedding?
No.
However, what these right-wingers are not correct about is the idea that all anime is apolitical, or even...
I don't think anyone has ever argued all anime is apolitical, because there's...
Wait, apolitical in its verse or apolitical in real world politics?
Zeria uses political in the sense of everything is political.
Comic Got Kill uses politics.
I mean, here's the thing.
Yeah, like...
No one argues apolitical in the sense of there's no political shit ever. No one argues that, and that's a straw man.
It just means that for the most part, it tries to stay out of politics.
Yeah.
Well, even some of my favorite shows are political. Anime are political.
Oh yeah,
but
by the way,
they're pretty universal rules.
Oh wait, I don't think I said this on stream. Arguing that everything is political is an insult to people like ContraPoints that they love, Sargon of Akkad, and all of them. Because if you're arguing that everything is political, then the dumbest thing you could ever do is be a political channel.
Well, I mean, yeah.
I don't want to be a double virgin.
Even worse, that it's all reactionary due to Japan's inherent traditionalist values.
What I was trying to say is, before you press play, is if it's already political, then then actually trying to make it political is a redundant thing because it's already political. It doesn't matter what you do. That's what I was trying to say.
You know, if only we had the Pakistani Strangler to help us out.
Yeah.
I look at Gundam.
Hey, get it right. It's the Shadowlay Strangler.
Shit.
See is a series with a strong respect for imperial expansion. It's the leftist responses that are really concerning, however.
You know, I agree with that. I 100% agree that leftist responding is a very concerning is a very concerning thing.
Yeah. Did he miss the core thematic narrative of Gundam though?
I assume he did, but I haven't seen Gundam.
Wait, what did she say?
She said the core theme of the original Gundam was imperialism.
Oh, never seen
imperialistic expansion. The entire point is that nothing comes without cost. Like, no Gundam series ends well.
Yeah. I mean, I'd refer to you for Gundam because I don't like Gundam, and so I don't watch it.
Sword Art Online Dick Writing Association's finally made it.
Yeah, I know. I saw him as well. Saying, "What the fuck? Why does it have so many viewers?" Listen.
Many claim that I was calling them racist if they didn't like anime. Something I never did, though I will get into how that might be the case later on.
That's all. That's fucking great.
I need that on a plaque. It's amazing.
You're not racist if you don't like anime, but you might be because you don't like anime. Oh my god, that is probably. Oh yeah, I remember Opabid retweeted this video saying this is the most weeaboo thing I have ever seen ever.
He says, I didn't say that they were racist for not liking anime, but I will prove why it's true later. But
it might be true. Might be.
It might be true.
While others did something...
Not... Well, wait, hold on. It says, not if I see anime avatar It's just easier to assume the person is a Nazi or a pedo, and this agent has worked out extremely well. You know? Whatever. I'm not even gonna
I want to fight that, but...
Alright.
Even worse. Which is to say...
Eagerly waiting Orientalism accusations. Can someone else read it? I don't feel like reading it right now.
I cannot.
Spinning like hell for me.
Orientalism accusations presented anecdotally. People who don't like anime presented as a faction. We blank should relate to anime. The unspoken presumption that anime's politics aren't, as a rule, god-awful. Looking forward providing... Oh, fuck, I can't read the last part.
It's so fucking spinning. I don't even know.
I'm left behind on my screen.
What's the last thing you said? Because I can see the bottom.
Looking forward to prove
me
wrong.
Looking forward, prove me wrong, mofo.
They just accepted what the right had to say about...
The right can have it. The right... That's not ironically just like saying someone doesn't like anime. So the right can have it. That's just funny.
Japan's culture. As we all know,
seems like
only under
I had a good time.
the proper civilized boot of the mighty European can the reactionary savages be fixed and brought into true humanity.
We're not trying to fucking fix them, you fucking idiot.
You know, there's only a few type of people we're trying to fix.
Yeah, blacks.
Well, why do you think I'm pro-abortion?
No, we fucking like it. We like anime because of what it is. We're not trying to fix them. That's you.
Yeah, I know. It's so hilarious. Like, they keep saying alt-right are trying to change the anime. When you really think about it, everyone else says they want anime to stay the way it is, and they are the ones trying to change it. It makes no sense. Oh my god!
Can I?
Those review.
Point out. Can I just point out this man's failed attempt? This man's failed attempt at bedroom eyes from Lion King.
Oof.
Oof.
That was uncomfortable. That was so uncomfortable.
I'm disturbed.
It's made it worse.
I'm a leftist, by the way. This is...
No shit, Sherlock.
What the fuck?
No. You don't get the claim.
Why?
No.
This is a no true Scotsman fallacy. Come on, you can't make that claim.
Okay, I'm muting this because I'm gonna go to Twitter. Hold on. You don't get to claim. I'm a leftist, by the way. Hold on.
No one's allowed.
I'm looking at the. Hold on. I do not condone harassment or blah 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 blah. You know the drill. Show. It literally says radical leftist, not leftist. Right here. Radical leftist. I remember that in front of the Twitter because I laughed so hard at looking at Zeria's Twitter. Oh man. Alright. Let's press play.
Unfortunately, not an uncommon reaction. In July of 2018, Japanese Diet member Sugita Mio made disgusting remarks about queer people.
I'll clearly explain it. Those who are unproductive, I'm referring to homosexual people. It's not worth using tax money on them, so what's the value in doing so? Is she referring to the fact that Japan has an extremely low reproduction rate? And
yes, that's exactly what she's fucking referring to.
Way to fucking take that shit out of context.
Because I think that aren't they talking about like was it
They're talking about the fact that the birth rate isn't even at the rate of like
it's
replacement.
way below replacement. It is absurdly below replacement.
If I remember correctly, it's at like 1.5, 1.6.
It's saying the way to fix our it's just saying a way to help the economy is to not provide tax benefits to those who are homosexual because they are not providing the kids needed to fix society. Thus, they're not of use to them. That is way out of context.
Like, it's actually kind of funny.
Oh my god.
金を使って支援をするどこにそういう大義名分があるんですか
That is grossly out of context.
Yeah.
Damn.
Well, it's like the reason Japan really hasn't had a huge argument about gay marriage is usually their tax breaks that we have for like what we have for getting married, they have for having children. A more sensible way to handle it.
Yeah.
But that also means there's no benefit in gay people getting married.
They only wanted it for the benefits.
You know, here's the thing.
Well, in America also you have to, usually if your loved ones are in the hospital, you have to be direct family.
No. Here's the thing. I say we should get rid of benefits for marriage and tax related and keep the government out of marriage. Let's just do that.
Well, I agree with that too, but like there's still one argument I have always accepted as valid, and that's the hospital argument.
Yeah.
Like that argument's valid whether you're a heterosexual couple or a homosexual couple.
Yeah. All right, I've got to press
because I think it's bullshit.
Caused massive backlash, both in Japan and abroad. When one of my friends, Castell, tweeted about the situation, one of the first people to bring it to the English-speaking internet, they were faced with a wave of Orientalist backlash.
Shit, I can't read it. The thing's in the way.
Orientalist backlash.
I can't read it because I'm a few seconds back.
Oh, sorry. Let me.
So am I.
Many presumably well-intentioned leftists said
idol/moe anime where
well
everyone is a lesbian.
What would you
is easily forgot that Japan is still very backwards when it comes to LGBT issues as a nation. Of course they are. It's hard to not see an industry pandering to a demographic and not equate with that proper representation overseas.
This was disappointing to watch, but sadly,
this is literally the most first world problem. When
Japanese.
No. Let me explain why this is the most first world problem. Is when you say that Japan is extremely far backwards in the LGBT and all that shit. When you are claiming that they are extremely homophobic and all that, and your priority for this is their fucking movies, anime, and all that. Your priority is that rather than fixing the laws itself. That is 100% my.
They don't live there. All they want is a safe space for their cartoons.
I honestly.
Look, they just want to jerk off to their yaoi porn.
It really annoys me because they've already got Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon.
Yeah, pretty much.
They're sinking their claws everywhere, and it's like, I just want one form of entertainment.
Yeah. This was disappointing to watch, but sadly, this is what lots of Japanese people
mentalities.
Sorry, the room is still spinning for me like hell. Mentalities are...
Drink some water.
I don't want to. I like it when the room spins.
Don't worry, people who are asking what is an Orientalist. He'll spend the next 40 minutes explaining it. I'll tell you.
Should
what.
we?
Poorly.
No, it will be very poorly. No, he has to make the distinction between
the guy looked like Bob Ross if Bob Ross was a pant.
Whether Orientalism's a real thing, whether Japan's a real thing or
What's
not.
that hospital argument? Sword Online Dick Writing Association. What he meant by the hospital argument is having your wife or spouse or whatever have control over how the procedure takes, something like that.
No, that's not what I'm talking about.
What part then?
If you are sent to the emergency room, a lot of times only direct family or a spouse can visit you.
You know what? Never mind. I'm not even going to say it. That was kind
There-
of. That's
you'd think
kind of
there'd
what
be,
I
like,
just
waivers
said.
you could sign.
No, you were talking about something else.
Yeah, you were definitely talking about something else.
I'm talking about visitation rights, like when you're in ICU or even just the emergency room.
Whatever.
You were talking about the rights to determine like your fate.
Oh, whatever.
Yeah,
I'm fucking
by signing off.
Rights to determine your fate? You mean like the ICE cars?
right to determine their face. You mean Canada?
Well,
deathbed.
No, they're just maybe helping people kind.
From Japan.
This makes me fucking ferocious. I understand that a
I
conservative...
can't see it.
Okay.
It's really...
Can you see it now?
No.
Okay, let me just read it for you. This makes me fucking ferocious. I understand that a conservative country, Japan, has its differences and miseducations, but to publicly laugh about LGBTQ plus suicide rates and dismiss the need for education just like that is revolting. Let's see what it says. It says, please watch this video and share it if you care about the LGBTQ in Japan, because...
It's the same clip you showed.
Yeah. This is extreme... Okay, yeah, it is.
Given that Castell got this information...
I've wanted to touch on this topic forever. You can feel this kind of horrible indifference to the dismissal of the LGBT... blah, blah, blah. Yeah, it's just fucking...
From Japanese people. It's this behavior that was called Orientalism in Edward Said's seminal 1978 book. Massively distilled, Orientalism could best be described as a form of othering.
I mean, if we want to be honest, gays and bisexuals aren't the ones committing suicide.
This is true. None of the record rates inside Japan. No, it's busy.
Well, I mean, period. And yeah, in Japan, like, everyone's committing suicide, so...
Whatever.
Where in those nations deemed
I'm trying to respect their samurai ancestors.
Oriental, and especially the people living in and coming from them, are seen as backwards, exotic, homogenous, and most of all, only able to be understood by those from the Occident.
Did you just say that about Japanese people? I don't know.
Yeah, which is...
understand the
Hold on, let me rewind that just to make sure that that's what it is.
Both in Japan and abroad. When one of my friends, Castell, tweeted about the situation, one of the first people to bring it to the English-speaking internet, they were faced with a wave of Orientalist backlash. Many presumably well-intentioned leftists said, well, what would you expect from Japan? Which really makes sense, given that Castell got this information from Japanese people. It's this behavior that was called Orientalism in Edward Said's seminal 1978 book. Massively distilled, Orientalism could best be described as a form of othering, wherein those nations deemed Oriental, and especially the people living in and coming from them, are seen as backwards, exotic, homogenous, and most of all, only able to be understood by those from the Occident.
1 second. I'm just drinking water. Yeah, it's spinning a little too fast. Oh shit! I almost fell off my bed. Oh, found my water finally.
I'm at a loss of what to say on this because that's just retarded. Like,
ugh. All right, I'm ready to go.
As Said says, the Orient that appears in Orientalism, then, is a system of representations, framed by a whole set of forces that brought the Orient into Western learning, Western consciousness, and later, Western empire. The Orient is the state...
For one, if I wanted to comment about the editing, why is this, like, so far off? It's literally at the Orient, but it's all the way at this blank.
Yeah.
It's pretty far off, but whatever.
Stage on which the whole East is confined. On this stage will appear the figures whose role it is to represent the larger whole from which they emanate. The Orient then seems to be, not an unlimited extension beyond the familiar European
do we
world,
want to talk about formatting for this entire block of text?
What do you mean?
Like, it's inconsistent as fuck. The first two line, like the first line and the third line, oh my god, he didn't even just tab over. That's like 3 tabs. What the fuck?
Brendan J says oriented. I can't say it right now. You keep using that word. I don't think you. I don't think.
Yeah, he doesn't. He doesn't know what it means.
One last thing before I go. Did you know?
For some fucking reason, there's an ellipses. Like, I could shred this.
Ibrahim, he said, one last thing before I go. Did you know that in the UK, the most likely way for a male to die is killing himself? That is I mean, that's very much like the UK that I know.
I mean, I thought it was going to be unlicensed knife possession.
You got license to kill yourself?
Let's see. Oh my god.
How long?
I really wish I had some fucking editing software because I want to edit this block of text. It's fucking terrible.
Alright, I'm gonna press play.
This is worse than plots, like, writing.
Hey, okay, here's the thing. You can't deny this plot. You have so many fucking typos and miss errors and all that shit, even while sober inside the fucking mod chat.
Can I see some examples, please?
No, we don't.
I think he does it on purpose.
I can't even tell by this point.
Sometimes it is on purpose, sometimes it isn't.
Okay, I'm gonna press. Do y'all have anything to say about this? I don't even care anymore.
I'm ready to fall asleep.
I'm literally losing all interest in this already.
I'm ready to hang out with Robin Williams.
Oof. But wait, for you to do that, you first need to have the law system to screw you over with alimony.
I'm ready to hang out. I'm ready to hang out with Stan
I'm
Lee.
ready to imitate Kurt Cobain.
I'm ready to imitate and hang out with Stan Lee.
What? You get falsely accused at the age of 95?
Yeah, at that point, dude, you have to, be successful for 60 years.
Yeah. Let's go.
Rather, a closed field, a theatrical stage affixed to Europe. This behavior might not be the T, but Sage's
No, I
work
don't
sure
either.
even if weird.
I mean, here's the thing. We've talked so much about these 10 minutes. I don't want to go through much more of this. What about you?
We started this at 9:30, guys.
3 hours ago.
Let's fucking...
There's so much wrong.
And most of it's just been making fun of how he looks.
No, that is bullshit. That was only about 30% of it.
And after
making fun of how he looks for an hour.
And after his Lion King bedroom eyes, I never want to watch this video again.
Am I the one who thought of Wild Horses immediately?
Okay, here's the thing. I don't care about the looks. I don't give a shit. I'm just trying to show why the argument is fucking stupid.
I mean, I'm just waiting for him to start going, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me. I'd fuck me hard.
Oh my god. I love ERC for this.
Fuck themselves hard. I mean, it's called masturbation for a reason.
Basel 12X says in chat, we are not even halfway through, and this is already more convoluted than the worst VN writing in anime.
Did you, bro?
Honestly, he's not wrong.
Yeah, I know. Should we actually get a lot further? What do you want, Plot? I'm doing this with you, Plot, and stuff.
I think we've reached the end.
No, we didn't. But we reached enough to show why this video doesn't make sense on the most basic of levels.
You mean like formulating an argument?
Yeah, that too. We haven't even touched the communism shit that's later in the video.
Are you serious?
Oh no!
Oh my god! No, we haven't touched on a lot of shit.
Like,
we're just fucking tired of it.
We're just getting started here.
There's unironic communism shilling inside here, and it's worse than this video over here. Why the anime community needs communism, which, in all honesty, makes a much better argument than Zeria's video. In so many different ways.
Look, everything needs communism.
Alright, I'm leaving the watch together.
Alright.
Yeah.
I would
because I don't think we could do any more of that.
Okay, I remember the first comments I did on here is make her feel comfortable, then impose communism.
It's literally a reverse of that ER meme that he did as a joke that people are like, oh, how dare he? He's propagandizing the youth. Zeria's over here unironically saying, hey, I want to propagandize the youth.
I know. I pointed that out and got like a couple hundred retweets that Mother's Basement does that as well. Back when the ER situation happened.
Oh my god.
Like, here's the thing. They all hate that ER, quote-unquote, propagandizes the youth. Even though he puts disclaimers and actually says parents should take control of what they let their kids watch. He does that. He does that inside his videos. And whatchamacallit, it's hilarious to see this argument that ER is targeting children when Zeria and them are unironically targeting children.
I mean, I'll sit there and be 100%. Like, I would not let, if I had a kid, I would not let them watch an ER vid for numerous reasons.
I would sooner let
one being that children really can't distinguish between jokes and serious rhetoric. So they're a lot.
Here's the thing.
They're a lot like communists in that sense.
No.
Look, there's clearly no difference.
What would you rather them have? Watch a Zeria video or ER video?
Easy peasy.
The middle ground.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, it's better.
I call easy peasy just a discount ER, but it's
unknown. I just got kicked from Mother's Basement's Discord for posting this picture.
What picture?
I mean, honestly, I would probably let them watch a Progressor B video.
Was that in the chat?
Yeah, it's in the mod chat.
Oh, I don't have access to that.
It's a picture of
Oh my
looking through
god!
glasses.
Oh my god!
I got kicked for that.
Oh my god, that's great! Dude, I am so glad I handed you that exploitable. You've gotten more mileage out of that fucking exploitable than anyone I know.
Oh my
Where's
god.
the mod chat?
Okay, what it was okay, let me share a screen for you again.
I posted it in the memes section too, so it wasn't even in the wrong area.
Wait, who said that?
No, but here's the thing. Whatever you meme about is what you honestly believe. There, I'm sharing screen so you can
Yeah, cool. It's honestly one of the funniest fucking... I did not see that one coming. That is great.
Alright. Alright. That was just funny. Oh man, I don't want to finish this. We pretty much proved any point that we wanted from 10 minutes. Like, we would have to make multiple parts if we want to finish this.
Honestly, yeah, just to prevent the just to stop.
Oh man,
just don't.
All right. Is there any? Let me look. What was the straw poll? There was Mother's Basement versus ER. We did that. Shield Hero. We somewhat did that. Zeria versus everyone who isn't a radical leftist. We technically 1/4 did that.
I mean, we could make fun of Promised Neverland.
There's also ER versus his whole audience being actual Nazis. I was wondering, I put that as a joke, but, you know, I mean, there's a lot of people in that fucking thing that completely misconstrue what I was saying, and it was probably the funniest thing I ever saw inside that comment section. Is saying, what you're trying to say, all alt-right is like this? It's just terrible to conflate the alt-right like this and those, and thus you are undermining what alt-right is saying, and is everything like that. And if you are saying this, you are literally stripping what the alt-right believes in. Although MGTOW is just anti-feminism. And I'm like, that is the most ironic statement I've ever said, because it's literally saying I'm misrepresenting the alt-right, and then they just say MGTOW is just anti-feminism.
See, I was really hoping, because they were the people were contacting, because I was trying to get kicked from the thing. So I'd posted the image of the Zeria thing beforehand, like 3 hours
I can't
ago.
believe that was what got you kicked.
Yeah. Okay.
And they just deleted it away, and I'm like, okay, whatever. And so I came back, and it's like, you know, like 40 memes later in his Discord. And I posted this, and they're like, look, it's the same person with their racist crap. and they contacted him, and I was sitting there, and I just posted like 15 other race-relating memes. So it just seemed like I was spamming memes. And I was planning on waiting for them to just like approve that I wasn't. And then I was gonna post the mother's basement as a cuck meme.
Wait, what are you
But I didn't get to, because I was like, darn.
Alright. But, I mean, there was so much in there, like, what was I saying? Fuck. I don't know. I'm still spinning a bit.
I mean, a good way to put it is we beat out Holden Hiatus.
I mean, Holden did make a video, but then unlisted it, like this stream.
No, like, he's live streaming right now.
Oh. Wait, what was his live stream?
Oh, wait. Looks like he's playing video games.
Nice. No, I meant how many people. But whatever, let's see what...
6.
6 people?
Yep.
That's bullshit. There's no way it's that low. I don't believe you.
Dude, I'm looking at it right now.
Hold on, let me look at what I'm showing. Window capture. Okay, I'm gonna go look at the past podcast so that we can answer the questions before we go. By the way, if you're new to this podcast,
they said they want to see the meme I was gonna post. I'll find it.
You want to see that meme? Oh my god, I love that meme. Put it in mod chat and I will post it for everyone to see.
Yeah, give me a second.
Okay.
Wait, can you send it to me?
This is amazing.
Well, like.
Okay, there you go.
Oh my god, I love this one. I remember when we stayed up making this. This is the meme he's talking about. The lightning round.
Oh my god, that thing is so funny.
I was going to myself make cuts with that, but I missed.
Hold on.
Wait, where can I find it?
Hold on, I'm gonna screen share. You just click on my thing to see.
Crunchyroll.
Like,
I'm a cock. Lightning round. Mother's basement.
We zoomed into the eyes, tearified the eyes, fucking drooped them a little, fucking put everything, like literally everything on here. It's just like, it's a masterpiece.
Wait, send that to me in direct messages. I'm gonna go to Mother's Basement's Discord just for this.
Nah. I'll send it to you, but I don't condone.
Yeah, I will. I
anything that
will.
happens after that.
Give me a second.
I don't condone anything that happens after that. Blah blah blah. Mother's Basement saying ER condones it, even though he doesn't. Whatever. Man, I remember that.
I mean, basic rule: just don't.
1 second. I'm gonna stop sharing.
No, I agree that he's the anime pope. He also likes touching children, allegedly.
Okay, look. Priests touch kids. The Pope, however, touches
the
babies.
Pope the Pope just covers it up.
Wait, Anthony, are you inside the Mother's Basement Discord?
No.
I'm pretty sure we can find at least one video where he condones pedophilia.
No, I was gonna say.
You remember when we were playing Cards Against Humanity and I did that pick 2 card where, pick 3 where it had like this plus that equals the Pope.
Oh yeah.
What I was gonna say is if we had someone who was in Mother's Basement's Discord, we could post the picture and live stream them.
I'm gonna do it.
Nah.
You'd have to screen share.
Nah.
I'm literally so bored by all this now.
Oh,
like
I mean, it's been gone.
When I get bored, I get really fucking bored.
The problem with horror. What the fuck?
Man, I'm going to go look at the last podcast, ask the questions and everything.
Answer the questions.
Well, yeah, that too.
To anyone who misses the embarrassing.
Go to my channel. I'm gonna go down to the last podcast. By the way, if y'all want your questions answered, we answer all questions at the end of every podcast. Blah blah blah. We put it under the pinned comments. Let me see if I can do it. I'm gonna say answer. No. Leave your. I'm too drunk to spell leave. Leave your questions down below on this pinned. God damn it, pinned comments. Comment. If you refresh, you will see it. I'm pinning it. Pin.
Okay.
Good. Now I'm going to go to the last podcast, which is the Shield Hero podcast, which I honestly think is actually amazing because it's like literally 2.5 hours about Shield Hero. And
God damn it!
Like
I missed it.
Yeah, I know. It was actually amazing. Like just how much we squeezed out of one episode, and just like I don't know, it was just amazing. Like that last podcast.
Amazing.
What episode was?
Episode 1.
Yeah, it is 40 minutes, so I'm not surprised.
We went through and talked about all the symbolism and everything on that podcast. It was just an amazing first episode. Let me do this. Okay. If you were
looking at the comments,
yeah, let's.
Life shouldn't give you everything, therefore you should expect to get falsely accused of rape.
God damn it! Beat me to it. Fucking beat me to it.
All right, no, I was gonna read the actual. Oh wait, that one is an actual. Life shouldn't give you everything, therefore you should expect getting falsely accused of rape. Cuck Basement 2019. That's the way to start a year. Okay, the first comment is, if you were stranded on a deserted island and you could have only one item, what would it be?
I teleport to get off the island.
Tractor.
Water.
This question was asked like a week or two ago also,
actually,
and I gave the same fucking answer.
Yeah, we did actually. I forgot. We have a podcast that we recorded, and I forgot about that we actually did answer these questions. I was like, I remember this question specifically, but where do I remember it?
Watching something else.
You fucking took my answer, Stuffy. The one I answered with. I answered with a teleporter. You fucking.
No, I didn't take your answer. I gave the same answer I did last time.
No, but
Tractor and high blood pressure.
No.
It's just common sense. Get off the fucking island with the teleporter.
Fuck you. I said the teleporter.
Tractor and high blood pressure, so I get isekai'd.
Oh yeah, true.
All right then. Gotta run into upcoming traffic.
Yeah, whoever said teleporter, you took my answer from last week. You know what? Whatever.
I wasn't even here last week.
I mean, to be fair, there's that one teleportation experiment in the 40s that kind of went bad.
Okay,
Wait, what
okay,
the fuck?
here's the thing. What we will do is answer any question that is 3 days, no, not 3, less than a week old. That's what we'll do. Because we've already answered the other ones in the lost episode that will be posted later. But I'm fucking lazy. Kaguya.
Have you heard that MatPat was scammed by MCN, and if so, will it be included in your MatPat video?
Yes, I already. Okay, here's the thing. I replied to that comment. I said I heard about it. I'm not sure if it does. It doesn't really tie into any of my points. I heard about a little bit before MatPat even broke it, because there was a little conversation about MCNs a little beforehand. And I was looking into it. I didn't think it was such a big thing, but when MatPat broke it, it was actually a lot bigger than what I heard. And I was like, oh shit. I mean, here's the thing. I don't like MatPat. I've not made that a secret on my channel. Well, I mean, his channel, at least. I don't like his content. I think it's literally, it's under-researched. It's almost always straw mans or
Either
out of context clips, or literally just everything that is wrong with theories on YouTube.
You say under-researched, I say plagiarized.
Yeah, okay, that is a completely different issue. When it's not plagiarized, it's under-researched. When it is plagiarized, whatever. Here's the thing.
Yeah, but I'd rather have under-researched than plagiarized. Fuck. That's definitely the worst one.
I just noticed Alan Weavis' video is almost 300,000 views.
On what? Shield Hero?
Yeah. The Shield Hero video. He actually almost has it 300,000 finally. Damn, Alan Weavis. After I made that shout out, he got his video into the algorithm. Once he got his video into the algorithm, his channel boosted. He's almost caught up to me. He went from 500 when I gave him the shout out to almost... He's at 4,300 now. Holy fuck. I'm not saying all of it's from me, though. Obviously, I helped him with the tags, the fucking description, how to fucking do this shit. I fucking helped him with goddamn everything on here. And, I don't know, but still, he did the fucking video. He said the keywords inside the video. He fucking decided to do a lot of this, re-edit some of what I said. He did a lot. You know, it's pretty good for him. Back to what I was saying, though. Kaguya wants to be confessed to. Watch it. That's Kaguya-sama. I haven't watched it. Sorry. Has anyone else watched Kaguya-sama yet?
No, I've never heard of it.
I've literally been talking about it for a month.
I'm planning to.
I'm planning to watch it as well. I'm watching JoJo's Rising of the Shield Hero, Mob Psycho 100, Promised Neverland, Day of Life Season 3, Kakegurui Season 2, which for some reason actually understands gambling, unlike Season 1, which my video on Season 1 is going to come out sometime later, showing why it's literally like an abomination to gambling.
It's on Netflix.
What?
Is Season 2 on Netflix?
No, not.
It's on a certain Russian site.
Yeah. It's called.
God.
It's on what Mother's Basement calls Hug Animu.
Fuck, my laptop's not working.
Okay. The next question is Kakashi Hatake omnipotent?
Yes.
No.
Have y'all seen that fucking Seth the Programmer troll debate?
No.
Was that ironic? I've never seen it. Was it ironic?
Out of them saying it was that Kakashi was omnipotent, and no one could disprove him.
Are you serious?
Kakashi got BTFO'd by Zabuza.
No. Here's the thing. There was a statement that the author said that Kakashi's omnipotent, and the reason is and what the author also said is that Kakashi has never tried his hardest or any time like that because he knew he didn't have to try his hardest because he's omnipotent. Thus, everything that has happened because Kakashi knew was going to happen, so he never had to try.
Okay, he died to pain.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Because Naruto can sense both normal life and afterlife, Naruto couldn't sense Kakashi in the afterlife, in the pain thing. Thus, the omnipotence means he's only using an avatar, and when he died to pain and saw his father, it was an, whatchamacallit, it wasn't actually him. He was just there talking with his father, even though he already knew it's all going to happen. It's literally just Avatar. It wasn't actually him.
Oh my god, that's fucking.
It gives into this giant fucking spurgtastic debate showing why he couldn't disprove it. And it was probably the funniest troll debate I ever saw that I couldn't stop laughing.
What is this?
I gotta start watching.
It was on Seth's Pin channel.
Well, I'm gonna get going, guys. See ya.
We're about finished. We're about to finish all the comments.
Okay, fine.
It's literally, let's see. How many more comments is there? 1 week.
Here we go.
Regarding the whole what could have been done differently to not accused of attempt rape / backlash thing, he was pretty much host from the moment bitch joined his party. Okay, that's just literally saying bitch joined his party, he got fucked. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Her name is Bitchy.
All he has to do is not expect everything to go his way, and then he wouldn't get falsely accused of rape.
According to Mother's Basement,
when you're referring to her as a party member, it's Bitchy. Come on, get it right.
Oh wait, spoilers.
Finally, some people who accept Kurumi for the angel she is. That's me when I said she's the best waifu. I'm so tempted to spoil at least part of the explanation, so the confusions by this and all spent time is to understand it. What really makes it difficult. Oh yeah, there's so many comments on this podcast saying we came up with so many elaborate and interesting ways, and the anime is not going to show anything near as complex as all the shit we brought up in the Shield Hero video on how they could do it. They said our ways of explaining it is far more interesting than the actual anime itself. And I'm like, I felt so disappointed when I saw that notification.
I'd believe it.
Oh, man.
Because we had someone to bounce ideas off of so we could actually work through flaws.
Yeah.
When you do, and with light novels and manga really working under auteur theory of the artist is the first and last, you really can't bounce any ideas off, and you can't work through any flaws or anything like that, so you have to keep it simple.
All right. Well.
And Shield Hero is unbelievably simple.
Yeah. You know what? I think we're done. By the way, if y'all want to follow me at Twitter, it's the last link at the bottom. I troll Mother's Basement so hard he blocks me, and that was before he started mass blocking everyone. It's because I literally troll everyone all the time. That's my favorite thing to do on Twitter. Alright, everyone start making your outros. Supreme Being, you go. Or Anthony, I mean. Or whatever.
Can I say the N-word?
You cut out.
Nationalism?
No, not that one. The racial slur.
Oh, normie.
Yeah.
Clearly.
Yeah, do whatever.
Later, normies. So it was nice talking to you.
I said do whatever. You can actually do it if you want.
No, that's an immediate demonetization.
I don't know. Here's the thing. My trap video is 100% monetized still, even though I explained the full backstory of Nigger and Zipperhead.
Well, see you later, niggers. It was nice talking to you, crackers.
All right.
Bye.
Go, Chandler. Next turn.
I can't believe Mother's Basement.
Yeah, I'm Chandler. I do video game stuff. See ya.
All right, plot.
Stuffy, did you read the latest?
Fuck you!
My
I'm
Hero
gonna
Academia?
slap you across the face. I'm gonna slap you across the face with my dick so hard you won't be able to feel next week.
God damn, that was great.
Stuffy, your turn.
Oh, Stuffy, I exist.
Alright, I'm the Unknown Taku. The rim's still spinning. And I'm gonna go. Bye.